All right, supposedly this thing is on. What do y'all think? Anybody in there? Let's see. I'm gonna fuck around with a few things, waiting for a comment or two. All right, let's see if anybody's in here. Probably not. No. All right, it's probably gonna be like this all night. Somebody come in here and tell me if you can hear me. It's so quiet. Green screen lighting. What about the lighting? Oh, that's pretty good. Anybody in here? I don't see any. I don't see any chat. Sorry. Well, let's see. It says 5 people are in here. Got 2 thumbs up. That's insane. But I don't see the chat. What the fuck? All right, give me a second here. Oh! Oh my God! There's a chat here. Holy shit! Thank you, Godfather. You are the first. Loud and clear. Oh my God! It's so weird. It's so quiet here. Kenrod's in here. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I try. But I cannot hear you. No sound. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? No, fuck that. I didn't go with that that mic because I couldn't figure it out. All right. Those calibers are 50s. And I think maybe the one in the middle is a 52 caliber. Holy shit. Give me a second to fire up my laptop and watch the chat on there so I'm not lean forward and stuff. Well, let's see. Where's my live? I can't see my own live. How's that even possible? Live. Bruce Banner is live. Oh, wow. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. What caliber are those cigars? Oh, nah, says $man, $. And loud and clear. Yeah, I hear you, Godfather. Kenders, I will walk through it with you tomorrow. I'll call you and get it hooked up. Okay, that's cool. Things pretty, couldn't get it working tonight. But y'all can hear me still? 50 cal cigars are badass. Yeah, so cigars are actually measured in a ring gauge that is, I'm pretty sure, equivalent to gun calibers. No, that ain't right. That's not. Let's see, maybe 50, 22, 50. So, yeah, I think a 50 ring gauge cigar is equivalent to a 50 caliber. I don't know. That could be a lie. Somebody Google that and let me know. Thank you, Godfather. Godfather, again, bro, congrats on the live stream. Yes, sir, loud and clear. Let's see. This is going slow. How do I... All right. Well, it looks like it's happening. You're loud and clear now, and congratulations, brother. You do really deserve it. Thank you. Oh, it just feels like this is the beginning now. All right, so anybody want me to talk through the guns and talk about them, say what we got up here? Good. I knew you did. Thank you. So on the, let's see, starting at the bottom, that is a, I need like a pointer like Llama has. All right. All right. So on the bottom is a Rock Island Armory Daria, which is their Turkish import contract, VR60. And so that's a semi-automatic shotgun, and it's actually an upside down AK. And in it is a 5-round mag just to save a little space, but I got 6 9-rounders that are easily expandable to 10. Ha ha ha. And it's set up with a Vortex Strike Fire green dot and a sling. I don't have it with a light on it right now because it's not really on my first line of tactical home defense, because it's just a kind of a big gun to get around a corner, and coming out my bedroom door there's a big hard right hand turn. And let's see, I'm going to go at the buttstock of that, and I don't know how well it shows up, not well enough, I can't touch it, but I should have tilted it over on the side, is a Ruger old model Vaquero, and that is stainless steel but shined up like chrome, with I believe tiger wood grips on it. Came with white pearl plastic grips, and they were just a little too much Buster Scruggs gayness for me. Made me really want to run to that OnlyFans channel we were going to take Chanson's staccato over to, and so I had to go with the had to change them out for some wood grips, and I'm really loving that gun. It's just absolutely beautiful. And then above that and to the left is a 1984 Ruger Police Security 6, Police Service 6, 357-38. Both those revolvers are 357-38. Now that Ruger's got the most unbelievable revolver trigger I've ever come across. When I was looking for a revolver for the longest time, they'd hand me Colts and let me dry fire them, and new Rugers and Smiths, and it was just always something missing. I just couldn't connect with any of them. And then I tried that one, and I just said, do the paperwork. It's like butter. Thing's amazing. And I bought that Vaquero on Gunbroker, and it came, and it just is what it is, right? And it's just phenomenal. But for Christmas that same year, I bought a Taylor & Co. 1873 for my wife, and that was from Sportsman's, and the Sportsman's I was at had a ton of guns and ton of cowboy guns. I tried every one, and it had the one I got her was black and case hardened and black and uh, like tan or silvery laminated grips, and which you will obviously see like tomorrow night, and or some other night. And it has the most insane trigger, and compared to the Vaquero, her trigger's sick. So hold on, I'll get. If you look at the chat for a sec. So yes, it is a camo theme tonight. I'm feeling the camo theme. Um, and let's see. And that was, so you do see the theme, in fact, because that's what we had in mind. Um, yes, sir, you need a shave and a brighter disposition. Indeed. Is that ACIS magazine in the bolt action on the left? So that is AICS, ACIS. Yeah, that's actually now, I think that's a Magpul mag, or, well, it's either a Magpul or an MDT. I think that one's an MDT. Should have stuck a Magpul in it because it's a Magpul stock. But yeah, that's why don't we talk about that one next? So that one is a Ruger American Hunter in 6.5 Creedmoor with a Magpul stock, and it came in the Magpul stock. I bought that one on Gunbroker. It was pretty good. I thought it was a good deal at the time. It's got a Arkin SJ46 Gen XJ4 SHJ4 Gen 2 6 to 24. The only reason I know all that's because I've been saying it so freaking much on my streams because I got a bunch of them. Well, not that many, maybe just like 3 or 4 of those. But it's been on the guns that I think I just got a couple, and they've been on the guns I've been reviewing lately. And then that's got a dip on it. That was one of the first guns I dipped, and that goes back to like my first 2 or 3 shorts that I posted just a few weeks ago was of me dipping that gun, or the aftermath of me dipping that gun. So by dipping, I mean you basically spray a series of spray paints into a vat of water and then slowly drop the stock in, and the paint sticks to the frame, and then or whatever the hell you're dipping, and then you clear coat it after it dries. So that's that one. Seems like a oh, and it's also got the Magpul mag lets put the AICS mag in it, and then also it's got a few M-LOK slots so you can put a little Arca rail up on the front. And Arca rails and big heavy bipods are the bomb for long distance shooting. Seems like there's something else about that I'm leaving out. Hey, I'm so glad y'all are here. Kenny's here, and Carson's here, and a bunch of you guys have been following me a little bit, or a few of you guys anyhow. But it just warms my heart, warms my black heart that y'all are in here hanging out and are here on my very first live. So I am truly honored. So you can always tell by the lever deal to get the magazine out like an AK. My Ruger G2 has it. Well, it's a Ruger. So the lever deal, yeah, on the Magpul. I'm trying to think. I've got an outlier chassis that has a little different deal than that. And the Browning X-Bolt Target Max takes the AICS mags, and it has a push button mag release, sort of similar to a AR, but not. Sorry if I got the letters wrong. I don't know, man. Shit. I don't know if you got the letters wrong or not. AICS or AW. Yeah, fuck. You're probably right. I don't know. And you don't need to apologize. Godfather, you have 3 Arkans now. Which Arkans have you got? I've got, oh, dear Lord, like a dozen or more. I don't even, I can't even freaking count how many scopes. So I realized that I couldn't hit shit through iron sights, and I can't hit more than, at 50 yards, I can hit center mass, and at 100, mean, I can hit a paper target and probably something. I can hit more or less center mass on a 18-inch wide target, but I got no shot placement, no repeatability. So I started going to scopes. So I got my first scope was a 1-4 primary arms LPVO that has now been graced over to Kenny's channel because he can hit with that because he's got young eyes and I don't, and I didn't have great. I just can't see shit, right? So I went to the 1-4 and that I could get 100, but it wasn't getting me there. So I got a 1-6, and I can and I put that on my 300 blackout 16-inch Woods gun, and I did carry that last season on opening day, and you've maybe seen some. I haven't posted that, but there's some pictures of it. I should post that video. Sitting in my blind at like dawn on opening day. It was a beautiful scene, but and I will do that, but I'll post on an opening day this year. Just the lie of it all, because I don't have any plans to get out yet. But I did talk to my buddy who's got a bunch of stuff in that can easily be set up, because my regular buddy wouldn't do. My hunting partner from last year ain't getting anything done. He's just hunting Scotch right now. So anyhow, and maybe we'll get out. We'll see. Hold on. Let me get back into the chat. And I've got 2 more guns to talk about. I need a new optic for my bolt action. Although the stock one does fine, it's less than ideal. Godfather, actually, my Arkin EP8 came in the mail yesterday. Congratulations, Godfather. So I don't have any of the Arkin LPVOs. I've got a ton of LPVOs, but I was pretty much full up on LPVOs before I got around to getting the Arkins. ACIS mag pattern, how the mag releases. Okay. All right. I need a new optic for my bolt action. So probably it's enough for hunting deer, and you got to decide if you like the clarity. I need a new optic for my bolt action. Although the stock one does fine, it's less than ideal, says Chanson. So it's probably like a 3-9 or a 4-12, and if it came on the gun, it's probably not a particularly high dollar scope, and you can certainly replace that. But again, you got them young eyes, you could probably see just fine. I'd say probably. Now I don't know for sure, but I would believe that the most deer in this country that's been taken with a scope's been taken with a 3-9, and or less, maybe like a 4-power Tasco on a 30-30 or something. So you might be fine. I have a 3-9 Bushnell on my Banner, a Bushnell Banner 2 on my wife's M&P 2215, M&P 1522 that I just did a couple of shorts on with the can, which is super fun, and I could see probably 100 on it, but I can shoot decently at 100, but I need to get. I think I have some like 14s is sort of where. No, well, the 1-8 LPVOs work for me, and the 1-10 LPVOs work pretty good for me. But if I'm putting a scope on something, and these days, going with 4-14, 4-16 seems to be like where I feel comfortable with my, like with my Woods guns for 1 to 200 yards, and I have a 4-14 Burris on my 6.5 Creedmoor Howless Superlight, which is my Woods gun now, my main Woods gun. That's what I'll carry on opening day, in all likelihood, unless we end up heading to clear cuts, in which I'll be on a 6.5 PRC. Okay. Kenrod Guns and Gear. Man, as hard as we work to get you to 50 subscribers, I wouldn't miss this shit for the world. Thank you, Kenny. It means you just touch my heart. Your guys' support has been amazing, and I am so honored and kind of stoked to be here. I gotta tell you, it is a joy not to be typing, and I'm not a Meller Yeller guy. I got I don't know, let's see if we can get this on here. Watermelon Gatorade Zeros. And I could see how, ooh, that's funny. So the laptop that's in my lap um, that I've got that I'm reading the screen from has a delay of a couple of seconds, so it just showed up late. Papa is awake. What's up, Papa? What's up? Redline Productions. Is that a 509 in the middle? That is not a 509. We have not gotten there yet. That is a PSA Dagger, the original Dagger compact from when they were hard to get, actually, but they like barely come in and get all sold out, and then get another one in, get another batch in and get all sold out. I got that one pretty early. It was right before they started to flow hard, and that gun's got a lot of shit on it, and I'll talk about it in a sec. Papa, haha, I just shared the live to you from Chanson. Thank you, Chanson. Thank you for sharing the live. Papa, I'm awake again for the third time. Well, you can hang out with us as long as you want. I know you're going to crank one up in a few hours. You got to get some Red Bull in you, and then start your live for Sunday morning. I don't know what time, but you're on the East Coast, man. You should get some bagels and nice lox schmear on that, and sit with that before doing a live. I wish that for you, because the food supply on the West Coast for good East Coast ethnic food is shite here. They don't have nothing. Okay, let's see. Ken Rod's Guns and Gear. I've got a 350 Legend that Bear Creek is sending me Tuesday. I'm going to put that on and try it out. Sweet. Yeah, that'd be perfect for that'd be perfect for you for a deer gun, and probably reach out. Well, you probably hit 300 yards or more with 4 power, which is insane because I can't fucking see. I'm good at like 50 yards with 4 power. Godfather, amen. Chanson, check out Arkin. They punch way above its price point. And they do. I have, no shit, a dozen Arkins. Could be more. Could be, I don't even want, I got to count them. It's like, I'd take a picture of the freaking boxes. The scope box I have is probably about a half cord of wood size. So let's see. I've known about Arkin for a while now. We've just never pulled trigger on one. There's a few other scopes in that genre that are pretty good, similar price points. I've been going hard on the Arkins, but I've also been trying a few other scopes in that sort of price range. And I just got a Burris 8-40, a Burris XTR Gen 2 8-40, and I haven't decided what gun's going on. I've got a few precision rifle builds in the works because everybody needs 4 or 5 of them, and yeah, it's probably going to go on something special. And Burris has beautiful glass. It's Philippine glass, and it's beautiful. Okay, getting back to that Dagger build. So the Dagger is PSA Dagger. It has that's got all the eBay shit on it, or some eBay shit on it. It's got a Swamp Fox Justice optic, which has got a huge window on it, and that was a red dot. I think it like a 2 or 3 MOA red dot, and it has a Vickers Tango Down flat face trigger, and some kind of eBay magwell. And I had another magwell for a Dagger, and I sent it to Kenny, and maybe you noticed it in the goodie box. So and that is cut for a Dagger. I don't know if it'll go in anything else, but you can check it out and see what it fits. And it's a bigger magwell. I have pretty big hands, so I needed a smaller magwell. And that is a Valkyrie, I think, a PL3 Valkyrie Olight on the front. And I run a lot of those. I think there's also one on the front of that AR that we haven't talked about yet. But what I've figured out for me, and I am not a Navy, I'm not a Navy, so maybe more like a Gravy SEAL kind of guy. I don't, have $300 surefires on my operator weapons. I don't have, I have above average builds. I have mid-tier, maybe AR builds and such. And I found, instead of the whole pressure switch and all that shit and wires around, The Olight has a little different, has buttons that you push in instead of up and down. So with that, like if you're looking at the front of the AR, which I'm not pointing at, if you have a C grip on the front of that, you just pop your index finger up and hit the side of that light, and it pops on and off, and you don't need a pressure switch. And the lights are great for me, and I'm happy with them. So I started putting no lights on all my shit instead of the Valkyries, basically pistol lights, and they're what, 1,000, 1,200 candela, so they light up just like the stream lights and shit. And hey, I could be wrong, but they'll light up the hallway coming out of my bedroom, and probably all the way to the street from my front steps, and I ain't shooting out that way. So anyhow, let's get back in here. J-Dog, what is up? Type shit. Oh my goodness. J-Dog made it. Now I feel like I'm someone. J-Dog is here. By the way, J-Dog, you were the inspiration for my gun spread here on the deck. This being Seattle, and it ain't, or an hour from Seattle. You just picture an hour circle anywhere from Seattle. I'm somewhere in that with the other 999,000 fucking other people, which is why I need guns. You understand? I need guns. What do you call it? So this spread on the porch, on the deck, was inspired by J-Dog Pimp Daddy C, and his beautiful red deck. So that's why I thought, hell, we'll just fucking do it like this, because my deck's kind of little in rough shape, even though the finish ain't that great, but and it could not compare to the gorgeous red deck that Pimp Daddy has, J-Dog has. But I think we're getting it done. So let's see, back into the comments for a minute. We'll talk about the AR in a second. Let's see. Chance, I've known about Arkin. Jansen, I had the SH4J in my cart on Amazon for like 3 or 4 months. They probably still have them. If you're going to carry that gun in the woods, an SH4J, SH4 is just way too fucking heavy. The thing is a tank, but it weighs 1.5 pounds, and on a woods gun, it's just too fucking much. Now that Ruger American Hunter is a 9.5 pound gun before you put the scope on it, and that's basically I'm planning on shooting at 1,000 yards, but I ain't gonna carry it in the woods. Even a 8-pound gun gets a little heavy. To me, I think my nice hunting rifle is a Browning X-Bolt, just the base model in 6.5 PRC, and I have a Arkin EPL4 6-24 on it for like hunting clear cut, and for reaching out a ways. I don't think I would take a 1,000-yard shot, but 6.5 PRC is definitely a cartridge to do it with and knock something down. So one of it's like that's where they start. That's like a 6.5 PRC is a Magnum version of a 6.5 Creed, and the EPL4 is enough. Now it's got a third to me, and it weighs 23.4 ounces, I believe, some fucking shit like that, and it doesn't have the 34 millimeter scope body, so you can't dial it as much, but you can get all you want out of that scope, and and if you ain't going out past 400 or 500 yards, and you got young eyes like you do, you're probably fine with an EPL4 4-16, and shit, I'm coming out your way on the second. Oh shit. We said the second weekend of October, but if I end up with plans for opening day, everything else is off because I'll be in the woods. But if we do come out that day, it'll be a quiet day at the range because everybody else is going to be out on opening day. I'm going to put my buddy on notice that it's opening day, and that may not happen to come out towards there to see you. But when I do see you, if you don't have a scope yet, I'll bring some extra shit that's mounted up so you can check it out, or we'll go somewhere so you can see it. Okay, so Papa's Pew Pews, congrats on the first live. Thank you very much, Papa. Papa, smiley face, Godfather, amen. Amen, Godfather. Papa. Kenrod's Guns and Gear. Toast, my brother. Uh, yeah, with the Gatorade in a minute. I see I'm going to go through about 6 of them. Godfather, sir, how are you? Chanson, sir, how are you? J-Dog, Bruce. Papa's Pew Pews, I'm up for the day now. Godfather, I'm doing great, haha. J-Dog, Papa's Pews, J-Dog. Papa, Godfather, amen. J-Dog, Papa's Pews, I'm in no rush to do live, bro. Go as long as you want, bro. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how long we're going to go. This is all, I'm just freaking out here. In a second, I'm going to light a cigar, so that gets us an hour for sure. But man, I feel like I got gun tube royalty in my chat section. I am just blown away and feeling honored and feeling so much love. Heck yeah, looks bad. Ash. Oh, it's going to look more ashy in a minute. Thank you, J Dog. Chanson, offense taken. Are you taking offense because I may not come? You know, that yet another day might go by. Let's see what we got here. I missed some. J Dog, Pimp Daddy CEO. J Dog. J Dog, Pimp Daddy C. Type she. Godfather, amen. I love the fact PSA arms the common man and woman by making guns affordable. You know, that fucking dagger was not affordable. That one was like 400 cheeseburgers when I bought it because they had just started. That was like after the initial release, and then that was the beginning of when they started to flow. I was like literally the first shipment I jumped on it, but they were charging money for, they were charging fucking burgers for that thing, and it wasn't fat, it wasn't Wendy's. Um, so yeah, that was like 4. But since then, now they're like 249. If you buy the slide and you buy the frame, they're like 100 and 2 4. I got like 6 daggers for 249. And I used to keep a dagger on the bedside, and I got no shame in saying that that gun runs right there. That one runs, and I've taken that to competitions as a backup. And you know, like today, I used my PDP and my double stack 1911, and the PDP was faster. Like every single string, the PDP is faster than my 1911 double stack. My 1911 double stack power ordinance is pretty fucking racy, but it just the PDP just smokes it. And I'm so sorry to say, I always wanted like the one to be the 1911. That was, I bought it as a race gun, intended to be a race gun, and the PDP just smokes it. And that broke my heart the first time I figured it out, but now I've come to grips with it. So anyhow, oh, I got one more gun to talk about. So that's the dagger, and it's old, and so it could have it's got a threaded barrel on it. So the AR in the middle is, shit. If I had to guess, I'd say it's a PSA lower. What do I got? Like 2 PSA lower? Yeah, it's a PSA lower, and it's all been upgraded 3 or 4 times. It has a 1.5 pound Trigger Tech diamond trigger in it. It's adjustable up to 4, but it's at like the bottom setting. Anything lower than that, and I get mimics automatic fire if you go below 1.5 pounds, 1.25 pounds on that diamond, that Trigger Tech diamond. And so it is rattle canned out in, you know, and let's see, I can't even see, it's got the Valkyrie on the front, some kind of flash hider. I think that's a Strike Industries partial vertical foregrip. And on top of that is a rattle canned out primary arms 1 to 10. This is a beautiful LPVO, 34 millimeter body, 1 to 10 LPVO, Nova ACSS reticle, daylight bright red dot, That thing is the shit. And I think the last two gun I ran with that one, thinking maybe the bigger eye box would be fun, and it was. That thing is just wonderful. That's probably one of my very favorite LPVOs, and I got doesn't matter which LPVO I got. It's when I'm holding it, it's my favorite one, and that is an aluminum OK mag or Sure mag or some shit like that. We were just talking about it today, and I picked it for that gun tonight for the live for the color J-Dog, and not, and I probably got those with my very first AR that had green furniture, which is now at Chanson's house, and I haven't loaded those things or shot them since. It's all PMags. So, and then the cigars are an Espinosa Comfortably Numb Volume 2, and I have the Volume 1 in my pocket. And as soon as I quit talking for a minute, I'm going to light it. And an Espinosa 601 Kryptonite, and that thing is wonderful. They've got beautiful cherry flavors, kind of strong, but delicious. And a Caldwell, The King is Dead, Long Live the King, some shit like that. Those are good cigars, too. Really good. Those are nice cigars. So the part I haven't told you guys about is, or maybe I have told you about it, is I'm thinking that I might change the name of the channel to something cigar and gun related, some shit like Smoking Guns or something like that. It won't be that, but make it a cigar and gun channel, because we partake in the leaf quite a bit. All right, so I'm going to get back in the comments here. Like every time I look at the comments, I wonder if y'all are still here. Getting this fucking Gatorade all over the fucking place. I just opened it. All right. Type shit, J-Dog. That's from J-Dog. Type shit. And by the way, J-Dog, every one of my fucking videos or shorts is a shout out to you, because I'm always throwing a type shit in there somewhere. All right. Godfather. I love the fact PSA Arms, the common man, indeed. J-Dog, I'm the common man and don't get PSA. Well, all the shit, I got like 6 daggers. They all run PSA lower, not lower internals, but it's the lower frame, and it works. It ain't, it ain't high end shit, but it works for works every time I pull the trigger, and all the competitions I do, and that thing just chugs on and on, and it's working just fine. The military don't issue PSA, but and that's cool. I'm okay with that, but it's not a high end rifle. Maybe so. I think I had a PSA barrel in it, and it was only shooting about 3 MOA, which is within spec for the military. Military spec's only like 4 MOA, which means you got to hit a 4-inch circle. It'll hit a 4-inch circle at 100 yards, and that's fine for military. But because I shoot a lot of target and I shoot a lot of scope stuff, I wanted something much tighter. And I got a different barrel in there, and I'm going to say it's a Faxon or a Ballistics Advantage. That one might be a Ballistics Advantage, which is the company that makes arrow barrels. So that just puts it at like mid-tier, lower mid-tier, something like that. But it's accurate as fuck. And I got a lot of the Ballistic Advantages in all the shit that I built, and Faxons and Roscoes, and for home defense, militia. I don't know if y'all know this, I'm 61 years old. I might be 60. Yeah, I'm 61 years old. So chances are I ain't going to be hiking my shit out in the forest, or in the desert, for the Civil War. My plan is I'm going to bug in, and anybody wants to, come down the hallway. I could be the last man standing. I just ain't going to be the first one gone either. And I got a fuck ton of ordnance to just right here in front of us is, even if it was a dagger in it, and it ain't a dagger, but that was my my sidearm for a couple of years when I was poor, and thank God I ain't quite as poor now. But you know, there's plenty of go to war right there in front of us. Um, but yeah, as far as go to war rifles go, um, that AR is probably one version of my go to war rifle. All right, back to the comments. I'm sorry I have not been paying attention to you guys. Uh, Diabolical, yeah, it sure fucking is. Godfather, I have 4 Holosons and 3 Olights. Love the brands. I got a lot of Holosons. Back in the day, I used to buy a lot of those Swamp Foxes um, in my salad days, as it were, and and they've always been good. They've never failed on me, and for the red dots, and even on my PDP that I was competing with today, I have a Justice 2, which is a ginormous frickin' window, um, and I love those things. Um, and they're what, $250, and but now on my uh, like Glock 47. PSA, coming back to PSA, had a sale. They get their own special little Holosun model. It's like a 407A, and it's just a red dot. It's like a 3 MOA red dot, and it's got none of the other shit on it, and I love that. It's got, you know, I got some other Holosuns that have the circle dot, the all that fucking shit. You change the reticle 6 ways. That's a lot of fun, and I have that on some of my, I think my 300 black and my AR9. But you know, I really just like a red dot that does one thing, and that's those 407As are just. I think I bought 3 of them the last time they came in stock, and I might have one in back stock. One's uh, on my Glock 47. And the only thing I've done to that Glock 47 is put a Glock Performance trigger in it. And I got shit. I am a long-winded motherfucker. Ha ha ha. Should probably bored the shit out of you guys. Y'all left, and you're tired of commenting because I ain't even answering. And I should have brought that to the range and run it in the competition day because I've been shooting it really well lately and always. But it's loaded up with hollow points and on my nightstand, so I didn't want to. I kind of got short notice. My buddy called me last night to text me last night, said, "Hey, let's go do this pistol steal," and I hadn't seen him in a long time, and I'm glad I did. And went. There's always the same few guys or all older guys who like I'm the young guy, and go and shoot steal with those guys. And that's where my competition started at, and we got a bunch of those around. And they're always still doing them, and I don't really do them that much anymore. But they called me, and I went, and I'm glad I went. But I didn't take the Glock 47 because it's, you know, on the nightstand loaded up with hollow points, and I didn't want to fucking rack it, you know, pull the hollow points out and blah blah blah. But I should have shot it today, and I should shoot it next time because when I shoot, no, I was gonna say when I shoot 2-gun, I shoot that, but I don't. I bring my PDP, so because that's basically my race gun. But the Glock 47 is probably I shoot it really good, so it's fast. It's not a fast gun in and of itself. It's fast enough, but I shoot it well, so it's fast. Okay. Um, Heck yeah, looks bad ash, says J Dog. Chanson, offense taken. J Dog. Oh shit. Where'd it go? We got Halloween things, chicken. Bruce. Chan's going to move out of Washington now. ETU 0001. You will be arrested soon. Thank you, ETU. Yeah, all my guns are legal, bro. Why would you even think that? So, why do people think, oh, they come in, oh, you're going to blah, blah, blah. You know, this shit's all legal, bro. This is welcome to, even in the fucking commie state of Washington, everything out there is 100% legal and legally purchased and owned. Welcome to welcome to America, baby. America. America. Arkin has Hunter model for lightweight builds. It's true they do the LH there. I don't think anything's in stock, but you can check on that. I'm not a big fan of the cap turrets. I like being able to spin my turrets around. Um, Bruce, I'm massive. I'm strong as fuck. 2 pounds is like the amount of eggs I eat daily. All right, Chanson, I'm just telling you. Just, I'm old and weak, bro. What do you, nah, fuck that, man. My woods gun is like under 7 pounds with the scope on it. Godfather, I'm meant. J Dog Pimp Daddy C smiles and laughter and crying with laughter. God, oh Lord. Chanson, I'm sorry, I haven't kept up. J Dog Pimp Daddy C, Grilled Cheese Mouth, GCM, Grilled Cheese Mouth, thank you so much for being here. I am thrilled and honored that you are here. Chanson Grilled Cheese Mouth, Carson, Papa's Pew Pews. I love the Opus X cigars. That is a phenomenal cigar, and I've only had a few Opus X, and they are wonderful. And usually, if I'm like at a cigar bar or looking for something special, I'll go towards a Fuente. Maybe not the Opus X, maybe like a rare pink or something like that, or some they have releases and and they'll be holding them in the back at the cigar store. And if you know who's who, they'll kick down two of them for you. Um, and yeah, the Fuentes are fabulous cigars. Ken Rod's Guns and Gears, bulk munitions. Ken Rod's Guns and Gears. Don't read that comment, Bruce. Want to know what's going on, Kenny? I'm headed to bed, bro, but I had to support Godfather. Oh man, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being here on my very first live. As soon as I figured out how to moderate, how to add mods, I'll add you guys in, all you guys. Wick finally got someone he can keep up with. LOL. Just kidding. What is with what? You finally got somebody. Chance and few channel names Brass and Ash. Oh, thank you. I've been trying. Brass and Ash. Chambers and Cigars. Cigar Lounge Ballistics. I like that a lot. Cigar Lounge Ballistics. I like that a lot. I agree with Cigar Lounge Ballistics. Dead Ash. Keisha FR. J Dog. Chanson. Agreed. J Dog Pimp Daddy C. Number one. J Dog Pimp Daddy C. Number one crown in my chat. Chanson 243. Kenrod. All right. If you take in the chat and you click on our names, you can go down to make moderators and you want to do standard. See, if I do that, I think I got to do it on my phone because that's where the live is. I'm not signed in on the laptop that I'm doing this on. I'm just like reading the chat. I'm not touching my phone. I fuck with nothing right now. Give me a minute. When things slow down, which they may have already slowed down, I might do it, but I haven't even got my cigar lit yet. Less mods, the better, says Chanson. Starting out. Ken Rock Guns, Ears, and I'm going to fix mine. You only need a few, Kenny. Papa's Pew Cigar Lounge and Ballistics has distinguished sound to it. I like it. No, we can't get too distinguished. We ain't high end. Ain't too high end. Papa, they will flag your video from promoting that code. What code? They will flag your video for promoting that code. I don't know what code. You have to send me a text or something. I don't know what you're talking about. At Cigar Lounge, I am VIP. I go to back room smoke cohibas. Beautiful. Beautiful. I used to smoke a lot of Cubans, not so much anymore. The Nicaraguans that I get just make me really happy. But I have huffed quite a few Cubans. I used to get a box of Partagas SD number 4s and every month and shit like that. But that was 25 years ago. type sheet. Chance at number 2. J-Dog Pimp Daddy C. Still number 1 with a ghosty skull face. Chance at oh no, I'm not number 2. Chance at 243s. 4 skull faces. Kenrod Guns and Gear. I love Java Latte and Mocha cigars. And yes, you have to do it on the phone. If you live on the phone, it's whatever one's out there on the guns is the one you have to do it on. Yeah, I get that. Is that it? I'm out of nobody. Oh, let's see. Papa's the cigars from DR. Which cigars from the DR? Oh, you like the cigars from the DR? There's a few cigars from the DR that are still really good. A lot of the cigar industry has moved over to Nicaragua in the last 20 years. And Nicaragua's got a lot of flavor in, oh, thank you for, what is that? Halloween things? Love? I don't know. Yeah, a lot of the industry's in Nicaragua now. And I smoke a lot of Nicaraguan cigars. The cigars from DR absolutely rocked the Cubans' ass. Now, DR got everyone beat. Hey, Papa, what DR cigar brands do you like? I'm just curious because there's some really high-end ones out there now, but you don't see as many good DR cigars as you were 20, 30 years ago. I watch a lot of cigar wrapping videos from time to time. I've seen some of those too, and they are very relaxing. All right, I'm going to light this one up. Thank you. So now we've gotten to the point where I've caught up with the chat. Did I talk about all the guns? I think I did talk about all the cigars. I really wish that Ruger Vaquero showed up better because it is, in my opinion, one of the just absolute prettiest guns I have. And I was in a hurry to lay out the gun spread. And when I looked at the phone, it was kind of too late. And when I saw it that the gun didn't have the love it needed, it was too late, and I couldn't touch it. The Vaquero is super slick. Thank you, J-Dog. That Vaquero is just an absolute fucking stunning gun. I had to take the Buster Scruggs grips off it though, because it was just too gay, a little too gay even for me. Every time I looked at that gun with the white grips on it, I just felt a little gayer and a little gayer, and I was just like, nah, man, we're gonna put some something else on there. But I saw it was on Desert Armory. He has a stainless Ruger, but not more like a brush stainless, and it's got the kind of the red wood grips on it, and it just looked right, and I think that's what we need is something like that to look correct. And so I might switch it again, or maybe not. I just don't do enough love on the cowboy guns. Can't wait for Joe to come say hi to you one day. The Vaquero is super slick. Wait, why am I fucking not clicking on who? Fuck. Right on. The Vaquero is super slick. Thank you, J-Dog. It's a beautiful gun. And it's heavy as fuck, too. Oh, Carson, I saw a stainless Windicator 357 today. Almost got it, too. LOL. J-Dog. Right on. Just, like, what I found with revolvers is you got to check the trigger because there's a wide, like every trigger is different, and revolvers are, they're metal machines, but they're way more personal than, steel revolvers just have a way more personal feel than plastic guns, and you got to find the one that fits your hand just right. You could have you could have 5 Colts laid out in front of you, and everyone's going to have a little bit different feel. Or I can't actually say it about Colts because I never, but like 5 Rugers or five different, who knows, whatever. And everyone's going to have a little different feel, a little different trigger, and you got to find the one that just fits you just right. I wouldn't just, it ain't like, a stack of boxes of Glocks. You gotta find the one that really fits you right. Or maybe I'm full of shit. I don't know. Maybe I don't know shit. I might not. Um, Chance and J Dog, Papa's Pee Pees, Monte Cristos, Macanudos. Macanudos and Monte Cristos. Yeah, those are DR brands. And I think they're Alta Altadis. I don't know who owns my. So my first ever cigar in 1996 was a Macanudo uh, Churchill, and I smoked them with my dad in a casino in Las Vegas. Um, and I think I got like three, and I took, whatever, or five, and a couple of them came home with me. And I remember I was smoking one, walking my dogs in the rain in Santa Cruz, California, and I used to have a pair of cattle dogs that were just amazing, amazing dogs, and and I just started getting buzzed on the cigar, and it was just hitting me just right, and I was fucking it, and here I am, 30 years later, and still smoking cigars. Chance, I wouldn't call it a snub nose. It's a 4 inch. Um, I didn't have the Bada Brown's hammer. It doesn't look as good as Blued one. Didn't have the bad bronze hammer. It doesn't look as good as the Blued one. Chanson, fire. Oh, Bruce, we can have hours of convos on leaves and seeds when it comes to cigars. I know a little bit. So, Papa, I only know really what I smoke is it. There's a ton of, and like shit. I got, I smoke Don Pepin's originals, the blue labels, and those are my all-time favorite cigar. I smoke a lot of AJ Fernandez and then Espinosas, which are made at AJ Fernandez, and some Caldwells, and a bunch of shit. A bunch of shit like shit that I drive with. I like CAOs but like my cigars and guns are kind of the same thing. Like I only know about the shit that I have and the shit that I like, and I only and I don't know that much about anything really. I don't think, just about a little bit about my shit, and I don't know you guys talk about AKs. You guys love AKs. I don't know a motherfucking thing about AKs. Um, Nothing, like nothing, and like because I don't have any, so I don't know. So there's stuff I don't know about. I admit there's tons of shit I don't know about, and um, I know a little bit about about my stuff. And we could talk about smokes all the time. In fact, we talk about them in a minute. I'm gonna light this one because I'm sitting outside. So we have a beautiful kind of warmish night in Western Washington, and it ain't raining. Um, and it's usually it starts raining here on the first day of autumn, like 20th of September. If it ain't raining already, sky just opens up and it fucking rains for 6 months. And if we didn't have a big hill, if we didn't have runoff into the Puget Sound, it'd be like Noah's Ark around here every fucking year. And so just the fact that we have another beautiful early autumn night, maybe 60 degrees. It'll get colder tonight, but just the fact that I could sit outside on the deck and uh, not be getting rained on and not be freezing my balls off and have a cigar and lay my guns out on the deck here like this tonight is a blessing to me. It's a gift. And, I got a couple other areas that I have sets planned, but it's going to be like in the garage on a table, which, looks amazing in J-Dog shed, but I just don't think it's going to look as great in my shed. But that's where we're going to be for the next 6 months as soon as the rain starts. I'm making that puffing noise much louder for y'all's benefit. And let's see. Fuck it. All right, we're going to scroll. J-Dog Pimp Daddy, see, also a novice tobacco enthusiast, allegedly. Ken Rod type shit. J-Dog, Black and Milds, don't count. Haha. My wife smokes Swishers. Ken Rod Guns and Gear, ha ha ha. Chanson, there's two versions of the Windicator, a 4-inch and a snub nose 2-inch. Oh, I see. You're talking about the Windicators. See, I blame you for doing that shit all the time. And I thought you were talking to me. Ken Rod Guns and Gears, I got you on the AK-47. Yeah, you get to do it, you know. So I can't go out and buy them even if I wanted to, unless Bear Creek starts selling a bolt action version. Um, so I don't have to worry about it, but I got a few AR lowers, and I think I got 3 AR lowers, and fucking, let's see, I've got 5 AR lowers that are all pre-ban, and 2 of them are AR9s, and my wife has one of hers is a dedicated. It's a X-Tar EP9, which I freaking love. It's a 450 cheeseburger, plastic Fanta. Everything on that gun's plastic except the barrel, the bolt, the trigger, and the safety. And the rest of it's all plastic. And the gun is fabulous. It weighs like 4.5 pounds. It's got roller delay or some fucking delay, and it shoots soft as could be, and it runs like a motherfucking tank. It is hysterical. And if the ban was lifted tomorrow, probably the first gun I'd get is another one of those for urban warfare. And you don't have to lube it, and it never fucking stops. That thing's amazing. And then, so I've got a Foxtrot mic, and then I really like Foxtrot mic stuff. And one of my lowers, oh yeah, I got a Foxtrot mic lower, and I think 2 PSA lowers. One of the lowers is rabbit ears in the air, hers, and one of them's mine. And then we got on the AR lowers, we got allegedly 16-inch, 8-inch 300 black, and 6 arc, and I got a bunch of 16-inch lowers and 16-inch uppers, and 16-inch 300 black woods gun, and a bunch of 6 arc, 6.5 Grendel, all this fucking shit. I got so many fucking lowers, uppers. I might get you to go on Bear Creek, bro, and look at which boat anchor you would like to have the most, and I will get them to send it to me. Then I'll send it to you. Well, you don't need to worry about that. We're all set. We ain't gonna talk about it here anyhow. But I appreciate you thinking about me. Y'all be watching, Papas. Y'all be watching your Instas today. I got to assemble a AR out of a box of parts today. LOL. I may need assistance. LMAO. I laughed my ass off. There's at least 3 AR builds in this box. Holy shit. Ken Rods, I do people right who helped me out, bro. I'll never forget what you done. That means a lot to me, more than you know. Thank you, Kenny. I feel your appreciation, your warmth, and that's why I sent you that LPVO, by the way, because I can't use it. It wasn't doing no good. I'd have put it on something eventually, but it wouldn't have, nothing that would have mattered to me. And you'd said you can hit like 200-300 yards with a 3-power magnifier. I'm like, fuck, you will make use of that LPVO far better than I ever will. And I got scopes on all my shit, and I'm at like 1 to 8 is about the minimum for me these days. So and more like 1 to 10, 4 to 14. So anyhow, yeah, I'm glad you got that scope, because I know you'll get a good use out of it, enjoy it. And it's been sitting in a box for me for years. I had a 3 to 9 Tacticon scope. My buddy was looking for a scope for his 9 or 10-year-old daughter for her Cricket 22 for her first gun, and I sent him that 3 to 9 for her, and because I wasn't going to mount it on anything. So, I'm happy to do it. I'd rather somebody use it and enjoy it, because I got too much fucking shit piling up around my house, which is why I sent you guys all that stuff, because I ain't going to stick it on eBay and, get you know, 10 or 20 or 30 bucks for the stuff. I mean, I could, but I don't fucking want to deal with that shit. I got one in our upper and lower, can't read writing yet, but has a big ass spider stamped on lower. Papa. Hmm. Well, cool. I don't know what that would be. Seems like that would be like you could Google spider stamped lower. Spider stamped lower receiver bullet markings. Yeah, well, that's what the first name that came to my mind was, but I didn't want to say it. It's a Spikes Tactical. Has a big ass spider on it. Spider stripped lower receiver bullet markings. Our strip lowers are made to the highest standards. If you're planning a build or just putting lowers away for a rainy day, you can't go wrong with Spike's lower receivers. I had wish I had that. No, you know, if I can't get them in Washington. Um, yeah, so that's it. It's the Spikes. You read all about it, you know. That's a pretty well known name. Know if um, I don't know where Spikes stands in the quality standpoint. I think what do you call it? I think D-Boss was commenting on Spikes yesterday, or this yeah it was yesterday morning in his live. All right, let's go back. Ken Rod's Guns and Gear. I'd like to at least pay you back for the shipping. Kenny, don't fucking worry about it, brother. Don't even and you know it all comes around, it goes around. We're just getting this whole thing started. There'll be fucking all kinds of shit going back and forth over time. So you don't need to worry about it. Don't you know? It'll just happen. It'll be something for you to send me, and have something more to send you, and you know it'll just be like that. And we can end up sending more. I got some more stuff to send to Chanson, and I'm glad you're gonna get some use out of it. Don't you worry about the shipping, and we'll get it. It'll all work out just fine. Damn sure lubed. It's Papa. It's damn sure lubed. So it's covered in oil and grease, and I can't read nothing. LOL. We just spray down some CLP and wipe it down, and then put some pretty scented gun oil on it, um, and you know you can clean that thing up. But having a bunch of oil and shit on it probably just protects it for now. Um, I'm excited for you having something to build. Well, thank you for pimping the channel as much as possible, Jansen. You already had pimped the channel of F ton and helped me get the subs, and um, you know, so really, I've been saying this the last couple of days. I've just been super impressed because I watched when your channel was in its infancy, and you'd just have the gun wall, and it was there was much more wall and much fewer guns on it, and you'd leave it up all night. And I was like getting mad. I'd get mad because I wanted to talk to you. I'd type shit, and I'd type shit in there, like not type sheet, but I'd I'd type shit like typing on the keyboard, and just hey, is anybody in there? Is there you know? And it made me mad because I just wanted to talk to you. I just wanted to type to you because it'd be late night and there's nobody there. What just happened? The light went out. What light was it? I don't know what light it was. Oh fuck! You can still see the guns, okay, right? Um, Might have been on my phone. Phone light died. I don't know. Maybe it was the overhead light. Yeah, I ain't gonna fuck with it. You still see the guns, okay? Um, So yeah, that's how I used to get pissed to be like, oh fucking, you'd leave the live up and all night or however long, and there'd be nobody chatting in it, and I used to get mad, and and then I gave you shit like, oh my god, I can't believe this shit, and I didn't know. I mean, I guess it was like building it, like people would click on it and you'd get subs from it, or it was part of your plan. I don't fucking know. It was part of you got um, some uh, back. You had a plan and it worked out great, and but I did used to give you shit about that, and because it was from my perspective of just wanted to type to somebody and nobody was there to type to. But how did I fucking get on this uh, tangent anyway from back in the day? But um, yeah, that was like way back when Joe's channel was really big, and Joe's channel is really big, but still, with that, he'd be he'd be wearing fucking fake tits and a dress on his in front of his gun wall. That seems like a long time ago now. It ain't that long ago. Where he'd be like doing 24-hour lives and people like chipping in for 24-hour lives, and he'd be like passed out in his chair and shit. Um, but yeah, that was like I didn't fucking know, and I still don't know. I don't know any of this shit. I just got to the point where I wanted to put some of these guns out here and show them off. I got a few, and like tonight's the camo theme, and we'll do some cowboy themes and some, I got some black gun themes, and who the fuck knows? I don't know, but for hunting season coming up, we'll have some hunting, like a hunting rifle, like wood and blued steel, baby. Um, some different flavors of hunting rifles because I've been on got a few of them, and I had so many fucking hunting rifles, and I probably only really need like one or two. I got a 6.5 Creed Woods gun, and I got a 6.5 PRC clear cut gun, and yeah, whatever. Anyhow, but yeah, you've been a big inspiration, and it's watching you grow, and even watching. Like I've been watching, like Pistol Pete couldn't use it. Sorry, Pete, if you hear this or you ever read this, I know you won't. But he couldn't fucking read the comments, and now he like reads really good. It's been impressive. That is, I shouldn't say that because it's not even funny, but just like his ability to do all that, like to read the comments and stuff has gotten way better, and his whole vibe has just gotten way stronger, and that's true of all you guys. Chance is just like fucking like Mr. Automatic on the lives. He's like Chance, you're like super fucking professional now. It's amazing looking at you, and now you're blowing up at all the sponsor stuff, and that's really cool. And I'm super happy for you, and I'm stoked. And but then also, kind of you helped Kenny out, and you helped a whole bunch of other people out, and you've literally built a community. You've been part of a community that's building. Um, of gun tubers, and I have felt very welcomed by y'all, and very welcomed by y'all, and honored, and that you're all in here in my on my live. I'm just like truly touched and thrilled to have an opportunity to chat with y'all and not be fucking typing a million goddamn typos. I don't like saying goddamn. Sorry, million fucking typos because I got big ass green fingers and that tiny little keyboard, and yeah, just thrilled to just be sitting here rambling shit, right? Like this is the best. Probably, hopefully, it's just because it's the first one. I'm just fucking babbling and all this fucking bullshit, and going on, and I won't have nothing to say. Like tomorrow night, I'll be all like, sorry guys, I got y'all type shit. I got nothing to say here. But yeah, Chancellor, you've been really strong and building a community, which I never saw coming. I never saw any of this coming, and it's just an honor to participate with y'all. And like I feel like I'm friends with you guys. I'm looking forward to meeting some of you guys that are realistically close enough to meet, and do shit. And I got a feeling I meet up with Kenny, and that's gonna be a fucking riot. Like one of these days, we're gonna have to put something together, and we're just gonna fucking be rolling on the floor laughing the whole time. So anyhow, thank you, Chanson, because you've been very strong for this smaller, little guy gun tube community, and just been an honor to participate with you guys. And I'm on the lives all day. Just got, whenever I got nothing to do, I turn on the lives, and I'm up all. I'm a late night guy, so my wife goes to bed at 9. I put my wife to bed at like 9, and then I 10 I get up and come do watch y'all's lives and do my paperwork and shit from the day, and um, just have the lives play. And I love J Dog's live because his vibe is so chill, and and he plays it. We were just sitting out here, my wife and I were sitting out here tonight, and that's what it is. That fucking overhead light's on a motion sensor, so it just picked up my hand because I talk with my hands. Um, anyhow, so uh, yeah, we were, and J Dog's going off the cigar on his guitar, and he's complaining about strings, but it was just fucking perfect. I mean, look, J Dog, that is the way an old acoustic is. That's like a campfire acoustic. That's the way it's supposed to sound. You put great strings on it, or even any cheap new strings, and they'll sound amazing. But it sounds like a campfire guitar. And the fact is that you play really well, or pretty, or you play pretty good. I'm not trying to, you play good. And it's very enjoyable to listen to you play. And we were just sitting out here smoking and enjoying your playing. We're like, this is fucking great. Anyhow, thank you. Thank y'all. So thank you so Chance, thank you for pimping my channel. You've been amazing. All you guys have given me a lot of space to uh, pimp for new subs on the channel. Anybody, I mean, it's all you got, but anybody could do that on my channel too, and we'll promote it too. But as if we ever get views and shit. But uh, so thank all of you guys for making this happen for me, because it's a lot of fun, and I'm glad to be here, not typing a bunch of typos and making it hard for you guys to fucking read. Oh my God, when him and Stone ate that nasty fish. Yeah, he's eating so many nasty fucking things. Oh my God. I had to do what I had to do. That bigger plan was in effect, but of course, you weren't talking about it. But I had no idea. I was just like, damn, we're Carson fucking not. This is just his wall. It's so fucking, you know, nobody there. Like, you weren't there to talk, bro. I missed you. I missed you, bro. I'm not much help, but hopefully we can get up there onto subs, bro. Well, actually, Papa, you were a tremendous help, because it was on your channel that I started getting a bunch of subs, and like it went from ones and twos to threes and fours and fives, and like from when I was like at 10 or 12, and and it's like, I don't know, I figured out, started subbing to the mods, and I don't even know who all I was subbing to, but it was working better, and I kind of clicked in on your channel. I was able to, like, I started getting the numbers of subs started coming on your channel, and I remember that you were super supportive, and started getting a bunch of subs there, and so it was like 5 and 6 and 7 a day, and then it rolled up because we got to I think we were only like 3 weeks into doing it, and I pimped it hard on everybody's channel, and I hope I wasn't too much of a pain in the ass or a dick in pimping it. But I think I forget whose channel it was on. When people were like, let me be mods on their channels, just so I could sub to everybody on the fucking channel. And Kenny was a huge help in getting the subs also, like a huge help. And that just rolled it up. And then here we are. I hope y'all are happy. Now you're stuck with me. No, you don't have to be here if you don't want to, obviously, but I'm honored and thrilled that y'all are here. And yeah, it's but yeah, the 50 came up pretty quick. It was like the first week or so was slow, and then it just chugged up there. And Kenny was kicking everybody's ass to sub. That was great. He's like, yeah, fucking yeah. So anyhow, um, yeah, you guys did great. You really hooked me up. Helped me to get a lot of subs and get me to this point. Um, and so now I'm not typing a bunch of fucking typos, which is wonderful. Oh, trust me, now that we've got him to where he can go live, it's only up from here, bro. Well, I think, yeah, well, I don't, let's see. I know you all click on shit and see if you got subs. We got 8 live, 7 in here, and that's fine because it's just us guys. So it's a thrill to be here with you and be able to do this and talk instead of type. I'm going to take and send him a thing tomorrow where we can go live together. Yeah, that'll be fucking ridiculous. All right, Kenny, we'll do it. I'll do it. Fuck yeah. We said we were going to do it. I'll do it. And I don't think we're going to, like, it's getting where it's, like, if it's warm enough, I'd like to do something in the afternoon with my wife, go out on the boat. I got to, we got a little runabout across the street from the lake. And, um, if it gets warm enough, I'd go on the boat with her because we just try and get whatever we can out of summer while we can before it starts raining. And it was warm enough today, but I was pooped from the range. But I'll probably just wake up and throw a bunch of guns out here if it ain't wet and do it all again, or go do it from my little spot in the garage. So yeah, I'll be live in the morning. We can go up. We can do the live like split screen or something if we could do that. I don't know. Can I just get it? So now that we're live, can we do all the shit live, or like, or I got to get to 1,000 subs now or some shit like that? On lives, I'm just there as of late. Tube stole my motivation. Well, I'm sorry, Papa. We do it because of the reasons we do it, right? They're just making it fucking harder. A lot of love for Mr. Chanson. But that's why I got so pissed last night. I saw people going live knowing Chanson was live, and that was disrespect to me, knowing Chanson helped push their channels. Well, I agree. I see it too, and I love that people take turns and stuff. And J-Dog's kind of got the spot before you, and and then there's a whole bunch of people. It seems like there's like nobody's live until about 8 or 9 my time. It should be about, I don't know, kind of late your time. So that must be wrong. But like around 5, 6, 7 o'clock's like prime time, and it seems like after dinner people start going live. But I guess we're gonna be overlapping because there's more of us now, and people are gonna have to like go on when they go on, and I'm just like rolling through everybody's different lives now. Like Kenny and J Dog and Chanson are all on at the same time, and I want to say, hey, Chanson's on, but I don't think it's disrespect as much as it is. There's just I guess what everybody's gonna get like I don't know. I ain't making any rules. It's my first fucking live. I don't know shit. I'll let you all tell me how it's gonna be. But if it's gonna be like if we're gonna have a live guild, and everybody's gonna work together. What is it gonna be like? You get an hour or something, hour or two of busy lives, and if somebody's gonna do a 6-hour live, other people are gonna go live in that time, or 3-hour live. I don't fucking know, but everybody's gonna, I'm not trying to get numbers up. Like, I know that sounds stupid. My goal, I'm just thrilled to be like right here doing live, but it ain't about getting the numbers up for me. It's because that'll all come. I just probably gonna be more of like a late night low numbers guy because I'm on the West Coast, and I'll I'm just I'm up to like 1 or 2 my time at most nights. Got fucking Gatorade dripping down the sides of my face now. It's all right. Oh shit, I wasn't trying to disrespect nobody. Quite a bit of people have turned their backs on me when I made their channels what they are today. Well, Chance, I've been with you since the beginning, and I gave you a bunch of shit, so you can give me all the shit you want, but you've been a champ, brother. And not only supportive of me, but I've seen you being supportive of lots of people. And as I just went on a lengthy rant or lengthy thing about it, I see you, brother, and I am super impressed with who you are. And I never saw any of this coming, and I'm just like, super impressed with where you were and where you are now. It's just an impressive thing, and that you've been sharing a lot has just been, um, like totally unexpected. I'm changing all my mods today. I'm canceling a lot of them. Well, if I have a mod you want to cancel me, that's all right. I don't know if I am or not. I don't think so. Maybe, but you can cancel me. Um, Kenny, oh, trust me, Bruce, it will get bigger when we go live, like 12, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the evening. Ken, what time zone are you in? Ken Rod's Eastern, North Carolina. Um, he's near the Tennessee border. Papa's Pew Pews. Bet, bro. I'll tune in, Ken. I'll shout you a sub here in a minute. Well, please do. And or you guys can put your stuff in the. Hey, Kenny, put your at thing in my. I was put your at Kenrod, whatever your thing is, in my thing, and we'll pin it here. And Papa, you could put yours in here, and we'll pin it too. Bet, bro. I'll tune in, Ken. I'll shoot you a sub here in a minute. Thank you, brother. Papa's Pew Pews. Ken, I mean, I'm already subbed. I'm not awake. Show me no attention. LOL. Papa. Oh, heck yeah. Store just opened. Yes, Red Bill. Hey, Papa, I don't know if this has worked for you, but I got to tell you, I buy a bunch of some rock stars and monsters. I buy like a case at a time at Costco, and then and I don't like carbonation, so I pop the tops on like 5 and let them defizz. But there's this thing in the kitchen. There's a large uh, rectangular box with doors on it called a fridge, and you put them in there, and that way you don't have to go get them every day, because like I usually have them when I wake up and I ain't going nowhere to get them. Oh heck yeah, store just opened. Yes, Red Bull. Papa, no, you're gonna be a mod, Bruce. I got a lot that I don't know. I don't even know how they got to be subs. Well, yeah, no, I ain't tripping if you want to take me out of being a mod. I don't. I'll come mod. It's funny because sometimes I'll be typing shit, and then other times, like Kenny's live got busy, and then there's people type post this stupid shit, and I just started kicking people's asses. I'm like, don't be posting that stupid shit in here. And it's like, oh, it wasn't stupid. I'm like, oh, fuck you. I don't care. I kick people for that. Um, Bruce sounding like a proper influencer. Oh, well, shit, what I say? At Kenrod7. I never knew that at Kenrod7. I'm gonna make it Kenrod8. At Papa's Pew Pews. No fridge don't work if they're in there. I drink them, LOL. Yeah, I just try to drink like one a day. Um, and I've never said a word, and I'll let you do your thing. I trust your judgment. Well, about what? What did I do? Are you talking to Papa, probably? I don't know who you're talking to. When you have mods, oh, thank you for trusting my judgment being a mod. I got, like, there's times when you don't need to say nothing. And when the chats are slow, there's nothing to say. And like, I've been watching Pistol Pete, and he just lets people talk shit about everything. He's making Asian jokes and stuff, and he just rolls with it, and he's not modding anything. And on Joe's, we used to mod the shit out of it, and it'd get busy in there, and man, people would be talking shit about, he's Asian, and they're just fucking rude as fuck with racist Asian jokes and shit, and he's got fucked up eyes, and they're making, and it's like yeah, and part of it's that he's Asian, part of it's he's got like a wall eye or something. I don't even know what the fuck it is, what's going on, and I ain't asking. I don't even care. But you just start fucking just dumping people out of there. Just get rid of those fucking douchebags. Then he's like, no, hands off, no, don't do it. And that's probably like some of you guys' wisdom from doing this for a long time. Like if you kick too many people out, maybe YouTube gets mad at you or something, or your numbers go down, or you leave them in there so your numbers just whatever. But some shit would just fucking get. It used to be like no politics, no religion, just fucking. We heavily mod it. Now we don't fucking do shit. Most people are just really asking to get kicked. I am not getting the cigar smoked at all. It's just going out. I got like 2 puffs on it. But even though some of you guys may not be cigar smokers, this one that I'm smoking is an Espinosa Comfortably Numb Volume 1. And I think they got a few of them now. They got the Volume 1's got a white label, the Volume 2's got a blue label. And the Volume 2 had a lot of notoriety. People really liked it. The number 1 has got a more powdery flavor, and it's a little milder, and I really like it. The number 2 is a little brighter, little stronger cigar. The 3's got, I think, a purple label, and it's pretty strong. I can't remember them. Purple and yellow or some shit. They might have another one, a green one now. I don't fucking know. But these Espinosas are made at the A.J. Fernandez plant in, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Esteli, Nicaragua. And AJ's like, as far as I'm concerned, so there's two big cigar manufacturers, or two big houses in Nicaragua, or on the scene today. And one, of course, is My Father's Cigars, which is um, Don Pepin's son, Jaime. Don Pepin was like the king back in the day, and I think he's passed now. The old man has passed away, but but the Don Pepin Blues and Blacks were the legendary best cigars coming out of Nicaragua 30 plus years ago. And then his son Jaime started a line, and now it's My Father's Cigars. And those are really high, kind of high end, and you see them everywhere. They've got great distribution, and they're way more expensive. But the other big name in cigar brands is AJ Fernandez, and pretty much fucking everything I have is AJ Fernandez one way or another. And all of his top line shit's expensive too, but he's got a zillion different lines and brands. But Espinosa is a different blender, or a different label, but they're all made at AJ's factory, and a lot of them are too strong, but he's got a lot of strength in his cigars. But these Comfortably Numbs are really good, and I smoke a lot of them. I don't get the lights back on. They're motion sensors, so I like wave at them. There you go. When you have mods, they need to be in your chat, helping, not just pop in every now and then. Well, yeah, that's true. And like for me, it hasn't really been working out that great to be a mod in some, because like for Joe, and Joe, the Jiminy Show was my main channel for a long time, and I'm a mod on there. But he goes on at fuck, I don't know, it's like 4 or 5 o'clock Eastern time, um, and till like 8 or something like that. And I work until 6. And he's getting off at 11. I don't know, what is he, like 8 to 11, which is 5 to 8 my time. And I get off work at 6. I got to drive 45 minutes, 45 minutes home. A lot of time, my wife works with me at the office, so we'll stop and eat dinner because we're going to get home at 7 and start cooking. And and I'll be sitting in the restaurant with the sound off, modding the channel, um, and just kicking people out and shit. But it's just really hard to participate in that. So, at that level. So I, feel bad because I don't get to do the shit that I'm supposed to. Um, or I'll be driving in the car, and I'm, on Kenny's channel. And he thinks I'm on. He's like, kick that guy out. Bruce, go to fucking work. And I'll be like, you know, like I'm typing with one hand driving while I'm, driving in the car, and I'm just on the channel, supporting the channel, and, the watch hours or whatever, and just being in there listening and not typing. So, because I'm on the West Coast, so it's all like you guys are all, it's after dinner for you. I'm still at work. The things you need to watch, Bruce, are the ones that say they don't feel safe. That's funny you say that, Papa. Yeah, well, that's okay. All I got to do is I'll be happy to um, to kick them right the fuck out and help them go to a different channel, and I got no problem with that at all. You got to remember, I live in fucking Seattle, right? Or like the same fucking Seattle, greater Seattle area. We got a lot of folks here. This is a very liberal area, so I know all the shit, right? Like the but I know what you're saying. They don't feel safe, so they're going to report you because their safety comes from. I just kicked the tripod, by the way. I didn't touch nothing. I didn't touch nothing. I'm like ways away from the guns. All right, well, it's anyhow. Yeah, can you all see the guns okay? Because that's what counts, right? It's the spread. No, Pop, I think that's insightful, but and that does speak to a lot of people's bullshit. I haven't seen many people doing that. I think there's someone in here um, with, I can't believe, first one up, like I shouldn't be surprised, but first time up, and I got somebody, oh, you're going to be arrested, bro. Okay. Um, Got to watch the ones that say they don't feel safe, the ones that say you're going to jail, the ones that say stuff about self-deletion, all that can get you pulled instantly. Well, so you think we got to delete those comments? Um, well, I don't know. We'll see, but I appreciate you saying so. Rhodes came in. Rhodes, you still there? Rhodes, I've written well. Thank you, sir. From all the way from down under, bringing the stock whips. Rhodes, thank you for coming into my live. Chance and Rhodes. Rhodes, I've written. They all cancer sticks. Yeah, more or less. Due to the state of California, do we need to file a disclaimer on our lives? State of California can smell chemicals that cause cancer. Rhodes got the Ruger American Gen 1 308 thing is nice. Bruce, Rhodes got the Ruger American Gen 1 308 thing is nice. Oh, I believe it. I think that Ruger American Hunter is Gen 1, and I don't know for sure the difference, but I don't know if there was ever anything other than a Gen 1 for the American Hunter, but it's got that zipper noise when you run the slide, and like obviously I can't reach out and do it, but it goes zzz, 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 every time you run the slide, and I think that's a trait of the Gen 1s that they fixed in the Gen 2s. It's okay. I'm buying Howa 1117 HMR next. So the Howa 11 is 1100. I have the Howa 1500s and I have the 1500 Superlight. And you'll see a lot of 1500s actions build. Right now I got that 6GT with the Schillen 30-inch bull barrel that I was shooting today that I did a video on today. That's a Howa action. And then I have 3 more Howa actions. One is at the gunsmith now getting done up with a 6GT outlier barrel, and I got an outlier chassis sitting downstairs waiting for it. And of course that one will get an arc in the scope. We'll see if that thing's a piece of shit or not. And I got 2 more outlier barrels coming. One is they're both their backfire barrels that have the integral suppressor chamber, and they come with cans. And those I've been waiting like 4 or 5 months for those things. Unfucking believable. But on the back order, and I have a Howa 1500 action for that one, and my wife gets one because they're only a 3-pound barrel instead of a 17. But that 6GT that I've been showing on the channel in the MDT stock, that thing weighs 17 pounds on my bathroom scale. But the backdraft barrel only weighs 3 pounds, so we got that's got her. It's not going to go on her Savage Axis Pro 2. It's going on an older Savage that I picked up used. It's an older Savage Axis 243. So, but it's just going to be the action is going to be, and it's in that. It's in the Serenity Camo stock. I bought it for her because she loves the stock. But she doesn't shoot it because that 243 is actually, I don't know why they call it a kid's caliber, but to me it kicks harder than shit, a lot of the shit we have. Anyhow, so she's getting a Savage Axis uh, outlier backdraft build, and then I got that 308 with the Howa um, action on it, and it shoots less than 1 MOA as it is, and it's got a nice big factory barrel on it, and so I think I'm just going to keep it that. I ain't going to break that one. I'm going to keep that one the way it is, and maybe get like one more, maybe, I don't know, but that'd be like 5 or 6 PRS guns. It's stupid at some point. You liar! I know you're touching yourself. Oh, I'm, yeah, I ain't sure. Well, I don't. You know, I'm married. I'm married and I have a very agreeable wife. You don't need to worry about. I I, I ain't my department. You don't need to worry about me touching myself. And if I was, you don't need to worry about it either. You know, you do what you think. Ain't bothering no one else. You go do your thing. Touch yourself all you want. I don't want to know about it. Well, I don't mind knowing it, but you tell me if you want to. I don't care. Be right back. I'm running to the store. I need Red Bull. I see them just as good light on, light off, no matter. Ken, Papa's, Ken, roads I've ridden, I'm here. Road, you better keep them damn kangaroos to yourself. Ken, you love kangaroos. Kangaroos are fucking badass. You seen those kangaroos, boxing shit? How I make nice firearms made in Japan. Yeah, well, apparently the like Telecasters and Stratocasters, they know how to make nice shit in Japan. You said you wouldn't touching the guns or anything, and I said you are a liar. I know you touching yourself. I ain't touching any guns or pistols. Roads I've ridden, I touch myself. Ken Rod Guns and Gears #3 with the face. You know, it'd be helpful is if there were timestamps in all these comments. Turn his accent from Aussie to American real quick. You know, I think as long as you were just talking, turning Japanese, I think is the phrase. There's a song from the '80s. Anybody remember that, or maybe y'all are way too young for it? I think I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. It's like an early new wave song. Ken Rods, he's over here. I touched myself, mate. I'm putting my jacket on. The temperature, I'm outside, the temperature's dropping, probably in the 50s by now. Oh, so that was me talking with the cigar in my mouth. I call that cigar lick. So, anyhow, so that's me talking with the cigar in my mouth, and maybe you can understand me, and maybe you can't. My wife will come out here and wonder how he fucking passed out in my chair. It'll be fucking funny. Rhodes, I'd touch Ken. That's Rhodes. Hey, bro, don't offer it unless you're ready to put out too. Well, you know, Kenny, I think the reality of the situation, bro, is that you got a real pretty mouth. And I foresee a lot of deliverance jokes. Not to mention the dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Coming your way. Even though that was Georgia in the movie Deliverance. Sweet. 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 Wait. Oh man, this is going downhill fast. So I know a lot of you gun tubers are hard motherfuckers, all operators and shit. I'm sitting out here in um, my tactical camo footy hoodie PJs, the drop seat. You didn't need to know about the drop seat. It's starting to snowball, bro. That's it for Christmas. I just had a fucking ridiculous idea, and I ain't gonna tell you what it is. I just thought of Christmas presents. All right, let's see. Starting to snowball. An operator is someone who operates an excavator in Australia. Anyways, brother, I'm gonna go to bed. So Ken Ross, I'm gonna go to bed. Gotta be. I'm gonna go load up a couple of 30. I may go live for a minute just to see if I can get a couple of extra subscribers. I'm so proud of you, and tomorrow we will get you a lot. Thank you, Kenny. Well, now that I'm live, I mean, I want the subscribers just come organically, maybe, or some shit like that. I mean, for me, the goal is just to go live. I'm not, I don't have any fantasies like I'm going to be getting monetized anytime soon or anything like that. But hey, I appreciate it very much. I want you guys to keep getting all the subs, and I want you to get to the point where you can get some super chats and stickers and money. So so I want that for you guys. I'm not worried about it for me though. I'm a long way away, and it's not really a thing for me. So Rose, let's see, it's 8 hours later there, or 9 hours later there. So it's 2:30 my time. That means it's 10:30, 11:30 your time. If you're in, where the hell are you? Canberra, somewhere near there. Queensland. You're in Queensland. So what's that? 8 hours from. So it's 2:30. It's 10:30 there, or 11:30. Yeah, bro. People just start popping the fuck in, and all you got to do is keep reminding them, hey, y'all, hit like and subscribe and turn your notifications on. Thank you for reminding me. Well, I'm going to turn you into a mod so that way you can tell them that. Double tap your screens. You don't think I do this shit for free? Double tap your screens, bitches. Chance in. YouTube will push your live out once they set your logarithm up. Cool. Thank you for letting me know that, Chanson. What do we got? Okay. Now, okay. Hold on. So I'm touching the phone, so it's may take a few lives first, though. Yeah, well, I don't expect it all to come overnight. So now, what do I have to hit to get the moderators on? Let's see. That's if I hit the plus button. I might lose the fucking thing. Start a poll, start a Q&A. Fuck no. What's this thing over here? Chat filter, community moderation. For this video, live chat on, live chat summary, participation mode anyone, message delay none, blocked words, community defaults. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. What is that? I'm gonna if I lose the copy link, quick share, create post. No, I don't want any of that shit. So now, oh, we got 2 people in here and 8 likes. I guess the X on the top would be don't press that button or the thing's going away. Where do I have to hit to tap your names? All right, Chanson, pin message, Chan, add as a moderator. Let's see. And then I like this. Y'all get like superpowers and shit. Rhodes, you're modding. You ain't fucking leaving that fast. Let's see. Are you just saying goodnight to Kenny? Let's see. Who else is modding in here? All right, that's probably enough. All right. Let's get the lights back on. Yeah, well, that's the first time I've ever grouped those guns like that. They look pretty good. I'm happy with that. Shit, you all come back on in the morning. I'll have a bunch of other I'll have a different theme going. It's like picking out your outfit for the day. I'm gonna pick out some different guns for the theme. Feeling like tomorrow should be wood. I know Kenny's got wood right now. So let's see. And then I can pick out different cigars. Maybe there'll be like a theme, like 1 or 2 of these guns will carry over to like I'll keep one from the last live and then keep that in and put some other ones in. But yeah, that shoddy's severe, but I don't fucking run that thing hardly at all anymore. I do want to say though, to my vast audience, that for semi-automatic shotguns, all these fucking Turkish guns, you need 1,300 feet per second load. Doesn't matter what the fucking load is. It could be a field load, could be bird shot. It's got to have 1,300 feet per second for it to run right. Otherwise, these things don't fucking run. Sorry, I've been getting the hiccups lately. Yeah, they don't fucking run with less than 1,300 feet per second. And, they say, oh, once it's broken in, it'll run. Well, maybe. But, you can run whatever. I don't even fucking know. For self-defense, loads in a semi-automatic shotgun, 1,300 feet per second, no matter what. And, you get slugs. Slugs are up at like 1,600 feet per second. So there's that. And so I switch out a lot of different uppers and calibers and barrel lengths on my ARs. And what I found is the carbine buffer spring works. Oh, shit. So I was blabbing. Did the screen go away? Did I lose the... So this is my wrench there. This is my wrench. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Without my mod, I am nothing. My mod without me is nothing. Thank you, Chanson. That was poetic. Loud and clear on my end. So my phone was saying reconnecting. Are we still like, did anything change on your end, or we're all still good? So what I was saying is carbine buffer springs run everything. I was trying, heavy buffers. So you got buffer spring and then the buffer weight. And the buffer weights, I went to like heavy springs and weights to take the recoil out because my wife's recoil sensitive. And then the shit wasn't running right anymore. So I just went back to the carbine buffer springs and now everything runs great. Oh, cool. Thank you, Carson, for letting me know that. My phone was saying it was reconnecting. So my overhead light is out, and if I move a bunch, it's motion activated, or barely. There you go. So I know that's better that way, but when it's not on and it's dark, does it, still see the guns okay, right? Maybe it's like mood lighting. And by the way, I want to thank you guys for staying up late and staying with me on this first live for me, because it means a lot to me. But also, I know it's late for you guys, so I really appreciate you being here um, and sticking it out for a little bit. So thank you. Been streaming for 116 minutes. No description has been added to this video. Is it too late to add it? Can I do that? Oh, I can't add it from here. Well, fuck it. Who cares? Cool. Cool, cool. Cool. Now, the lighting still okay? With the overhead light going on? I mean, it's probably fucking annoying with the motion detector going on and off. I had it stuck on for a while, but then it fucking changed over into the... or now is it like mood lighting? It's a little later, so um, does it look okay now, you think? Still perfect light? All right, well, I feel like it's, kind of like mood lighting as we settle into the evening. So if I smoke this thing continuously, it's like a 45-minute smoke. So I'll be on here for a while yet, and I barely should. Usually I'm down to the wrapper in about 25-30 minutes on this thing, and I'm barely an inch in or something. What gun is next to the? What gun is next for old Bruce? Well, that's a fair question. It's a good question. So I got like 7 rigs this month. In this month, I got an AR-10 bolt gun from Bear Creek and a 6.5 Grendel bolt gun from Bear Creek. And for me, the whole point of it was that for the 6.5 Grendel, it's an AR-15 platform, and I wanted a dedicated bolt gun lower for it because when you put a gas upper on, so on like that that AR that's right there, I'll pop the 6 arc upper on it. But for the bolt gun uppers, you got to take the buffer spring out, which isn't a big deal. It takes like a second. But if I'm at the range, I don't want to. It's a little. Your hands get dirty, and you fucking got. You're breaking the upper off, and you're. It's not a big deal, but it just takes time, and it's a little nuisance. So I wanted a dedicated bolt gun upper. A dedicated bolt gun lower to run with the bolt gun uppers. So that's why I got the 6.5 Grendel. I could have got another 6 arc upper, but I got 2 gas 6 arc uppers and 1 6 arc upper bolt gun upper that runs amazing and super accurate. So I didn't want to get another one of those. So I got the 6.5 Grendel, and 6.5 Grendel is a legitimate deer hunting cartridge. So it doesn't have the punch that it's about 300 feet per second slower than 6.5 Creed. Um, but anyhow, so so then I wanted the AR-10 bolt gun because I wanted another 6.5 Creedmoor. Essentially, I didn't really want the 308. That was just, it wasn't, didn't have any good barrels in like for a 6.5 Creed. I wanted like a 22 or 24-inch barrel because the fuck do I need an 18-inch 6.5 Creed barrel and an AR-10 for? That's you know because I want guns that shoot 500 to 1,000 yards dependably or more, and 6.5 Creed is good for way more than 1,000 yards. So, um, so I have a 6.5 Creed barrel coming, and I think that's what's going to end up in the AR-10 upper bolt gun, and um, a bunch of because I can't just get the fucking it's not out here to look at. I can't just get the AR-10 bolt gun in with the stock 308 uh, Bear Creek barrel. Even though if it was shooting good, it would be enough. But I didn't really want, I wanted the 6.5 Creedmoor barrel for the AR-10 bolt gun because then it's a good long distance cartridge. Um, and maybe I'll get some more. Who the fuck knows what's with the 308s? I'm sending the 308 upper back as it is because it's like 3 MOA, 3 to 4 MOA. So anyhow, that's that one. So I got the Grendel bolt gun, and then I got a Grendel gas upper, and I got to run on the existing legitimate grandfather lowers, and then I got a 22 arc barrel because I mistakenly bought a case of 22 arc, one of the ELD and match. I said, well, what the fuck? I'll put together a 22 arc upper, just because it's fucking stupid. Thank you. Nice. Chance of nice. Thank you. So and that and I hydro both the Grendel and the 22 arc um, hand guards. So I got those, and then what the fuck else did I get? So that's like two guns and 3 uppers or something. And then what the fuck else did I get this month? I know I got more guns. Oh yeah, so I got a 6 millimeter Creedmoor 6 Creed um, barrel from Outlier that's at the gunsmiths now, getting chambered and put on a Howa action to go in the Outlier chassis. So that's another PRS gun. We'll see if that shoots worth a shit. And if it does, that's great. And if it doesn't, then you know, I can get a different barrel. But that thing it's turning out to be a fucking huge hassle. Anyhow, so that's another PRS gun that's due in probably this week. It'll be ready, and that'll go on the channel right away. And then I got 2 more Outlier barrels that'll probably be here next month or the month after. Those are those integrally suppressed backdraft barrels. And what the fuck else? But those didn't start this month. Those started like 5 months ago. Seems like I got some other guns coming, or it came, and I just can't even fucking remember. But that's the whole point. Is there's so many fucking guns. So the answer is I don't fucking know. I don't know what. First of all, clearly I don't fucking need anything. I'm thinking I'd like to get another Schillen barrel, like a 26-inch MTU Schillen barrel, which would require me to get another Howa Action, and then another chassis. Um, and I'm pretty much, like maybe if I got another chassis, I wouldn't get an Oryx chassis because I got three of them. Um, and I don't fucking know. So that's a maybe, um, but there's so that's like so what would that be like? Four PRS guns for me or five PRS guns for me, and I don't fucking need who like I like so the 6GT is amazing, and that one I did a video on today, um, and we'll wait and see how the Six Creed and the Outlier setup turns out. So if that's a good caliber, then rather if it's a good if it's a good accurate gun, then I'll probably be fine with just that. But my plan is I'm waiting till Black Friday to see what's on sale. I did see Remington 700s, like modern, brand new Remington 700s in 308 or 65 Grendel have been on sale at Labor Day for 420 cheeseburgers. That's pretty fucking good. And I don't know if the gun shoots worth a fuck, or if the barrel's any good, or any, the stock's obviously a cheap piece of shit. But the Remington 700 is the gold standard for actions for PRS builds. Now, at this point, there's no real point in me getting a Remington 700 action because all of my Howa shit is like Legos. They can all go in different chassis. And the Outlier PRS gun build, Six Creed build that I'm talking about, that's also a Howa action and a Howa shaped chassis. So that it's like fucking Legos with my PRS guns and Howa chassis. I could just go from any of my guns can go in any of these chassis and blah blah blah, and then so there's no point in me getting out of Howas. Um, but that was a thought, was a Rem 700, because then you can get into some really nice fucking chassis and spend some really stupid money, because I don't know if I got a zillion mid tier guns. So what the hell do I want to do for guns? This is a lengthy question, and if you fall asleep while I'm pontificating, you're more than welcome to. Um, so what else is there? Lever guns. I got a 308 Browning BLR lever gun with 4-round box fed mags in stainless steel and nickel finish, and the black and gray laminated stock, and a Vortex 4 to 16 scope, a Diamondback Tactical. And maybe that'll be out in the next live, which is probably going to be when I wake up in the morning. Yeah, that one's really pretty. It's worth showing for sure. Um, and I just want to shoot that one more. It's really what it comes down to, because it's a little. I mean, it's not like it's not a little lightweight lever gun. It's like a big fucking lever gun. Um, but I want to shoot that one more. Is really what. And I keep bringing it to the range and not shooting it while making all these videos of other stuff. And it doesn't even have a front sling mount to put a bipod on for bench rest shooting, which is most of what I do. So I gotta remember to bring my front block to shoot off of, or I could go throw a backpack on the table, which would be, kind of like what hard, not really. But it's just a harder gun to shoot accurately. Or I just want to stand and shoot. I just want to make that like it's another Woods gun. Do I need a 308 Woods gun? No, I got a 6.5 a 6.5 Creedmoor, a 7-pound Woods gun. It's only got a 16-inch barrel, but it's going to be fucking fine. That's my Woods gun. I haven't carried it yet. I got it in the middle of deer season, but I carried what the fuck? I carried um, a 6.5 a 300 blackout 16-inch AR on opening day. Yeah, right. You've seen Chanson. You've seen the new internal suppressed lever action 4570. It's like 7,000 cheeseburgers. I'm gonna leave that for someone else. 4570 shoots much softer than you think for such a big fucking cartridge, but I ain't, and it'd be fine for grizzly, and it'd be fine for moose, and so 8.6 I think is the answer. I think an 8.6 blackout. The short version of your question, and I was talking about this morning. I think an 8.6 upper, 8.6 blackout for suppressing. An 8.6 upper is the answer. So I'll probably get a couple of 8.6 barrels and put one on so I'll either do a 6.5. Yeah, I don't know. See, yeah, maybe a 6.5 Bear Creek upper bolt action. It'd be like a Q gun, but that could be a shorter barrel. So anyhow, but that's like the Q fix. I think is a 8.6 blackout bolt gun, except I ain't paying fucking that kind of money for it. I just get an upper from Bear Creek, and if I don't like their barrel, because their barrels are cheap and the thick ones are good, but if their barrel ain't no good, then I'd spend the money and get like a higher end barrel and just stick it in the vise and swap it out. So um, I think, but whatever. So that's not even a big purchase, but I think I'm holding off until Black Friday to get my next gun. But that one's a definite possibility. Oh, and so the other thing, hold on, pardon me for a sec. I knew I should have brought 2 drinks. Um, what was I fucking saying? So the 8.6 blackout. Oh yeah, so I have a full reloading bench of in a box, in a carton. I have a bench space. I cleaned out my whole fucking garage and made space on the workbench. And so I've been waiting for it to start raining, and so I can't so I can't go boating. Boating season's pretty much ending. Maybe we'll get out tomorrow if it's nice out. I forget what the forecast is. But well, you're not on what you're not like so in Western Washington. It usually starts raining like any day now. It should have started raining about a week ago, and it's going to rain for 6 months. And then I'm going to come hang out in other parts of Washington with other people, where it's nice and dry, even if it's fucking cold, as long as the pass is open. Or we can always go Snoqualmie. But anyhow, um, just to get some sunshine, even if it's fucking cold. So, so my next thing is to get my reloading bench up, and Kenny's going to be like on speed dial for that shit. But my buddy sold me what do you call it, like a like a progressive or a 4 thing press, um, not a single stage, and I got some a box full of shit. I don't even know what it is, or I don't know the first fucking thing about reloading. But I did buy a big old stack of dies in like every caliber that I have, and so I'll get the dies for 8.6 blackout, um, and also, but first let me get all the shit that I got going. Um, no, because I'm further down. So no, so Jansen, do you take Stevens Pass? No, I'm down an hour south of Seattle. So, um, like when I'm going to go over to the Sun Valley Shooting Park, I take 410 and go on the south side of Rainier and roll into Yakima that way, and then south down to Moxie. So, and then it's not a whole lot different for me. Just it's a few minutes difference if I go up 18 to North Bend and then on to 90 that way. But I've never gotten Stevens. So when we take the boat to Vantage, we roll up on 18 to 90 and roll out that way. And the new truck is fucking sick. So I don't know, I might have mentioned it. So I got a 2024 uh, Silverado 1 ton K3500 66 Duramax, and the the boat's just a little runabout. It tows the fucking boat like it doesn't even know it's there. I think it could be a much bigger boat and it still wouldn't know it's there. And so we towing that thing over the pass at ridiculous speeds, and like I've just been saying, okay, well I'm just gonna like do like 75 instead of like 90, um, just because it's not really safe. But I just got a new boat, bro. I got a new boat in June. At the end of June, I got a little 16-foot uh, Bayliner, 17-foot Bayliner with a Merc 90 on it, and with a 5-year warranty. So I was thinking about making it a boat, cigar, and gun channel because we make boat video. Um, but no, yeah, now I got a fucking beautiful boat, and it's like so. I've been, my old trucks are like '02. I have an '02 Suburban and an '02 Escalade, and then I I have like a '88 Bayliner. It's 22 feet with a great big cabin on it. It's a fucking stupid thing. But we used to camp on that thing like pandemic. We went out 5 weekends that summer. Two of them are 3-day weekends, staying out on the boat and camping on it. And it still runs, but needs a little bit of work. But I asked my wife if she wanted. So we got a new boat. I asked my wife if she wanted to sell the old boat, the big boat, and we're making a fishing boat. And she's like, making a fishing boat. She wants to fish. So and she's driving harder on the fishing than I am. But hell, if your wife wants a fishing boat, I feel like um, one would be foolish um, to not accept that off that support. So the Bayline's got a big back deck for fishing on, and when I got it, it had downriggers on it, and I still have them. So um, maybe get some new electronics for it, or hook up the old electronics that came with them, see if it runs and all that shit. But but that boat's doesn't even need that much work to. We didn't run it this summer. It's got some fucking problem with the shifter, and I just didn't want to fucking deal with it. So anyway, now I got hooked up with the guy who can fix it. So we get that boat fixed, then we'll set it up for a fishing boat. So we'll like fish 1 day a week, 1 day on the weekend on that boat, and then just go lay in the sun on the little runabout. But you wait, there's more. So my yard is all old trucks and broken boats. So I also have a 1990s 21-foot Checkmate with a 300 horsepower uh, Yamaha HPDI on it, and I blew up the lower unit on it, um, and that thing's just been some kind of fucking nightmare. But supposedly my lower unit's coming, and that thing's going to get all bolted up and have the upper gone through. Um, Last season I was running great, and then it just blew up on the last day of the season. So we got the season out of it, but been waiting forever on the fucking lower unit because it's all custom shit and took forever to find the right lower. So that thing will be up running. Then I'll have 3 boats, and I might sell it or I might save it for something. Or but that's like a sick go fast. That's like a 70 plus mile an hour boat, and it feels like you're gonna fucking die on it. Used to build cutwaters from 24 to 41 feet was super fun. 1.1 million. So those big aluminum, like pilot house things with like the big jet, like 454 jet motors on them, right? Like I can't say for sure I know what they are, but I'm pretty sure I know what they are. They look like the Thunder Jets and all that, but they're like big luxury models. Is what I'm picturing. Is that what those are? Fiberglass luxury fishing boats. Very cool. Very cool. So like center consoles or like pilot house things. Do they look like a fiberglass version of the aluminum boats that are super popular in the Northwest, or is it more like a Florida boat looking thing, like the center consoles, or is it like have you seen the Midnight Express type stuff that they stack the six outboards on the back of, the six 400 Mercuries on the back of, but those are like 50 feet. Those are more like go fast fishing boat luxury fucking things. You know, so I don't know if you're like paying attention or if you're typing shit, which is because having been on the other side of that, see center consoles and ones with rooms, very cool. Yeah. So I don't necessarily go for those just because um, like I was always of the mindset where like, well, how the fuck would I spend 80,000 bucks on a fishing boat? And salmon's 13 bucks a pound at the store. But um, you know, when I first started fishing, I just did it to get away from my wife, which was a different wife, um, and and that's fucking priceless. Um, but being married to a really good partner that you get along with is really fucking priceless, which is um, what's up now. I have a wonderful wife, and you'll get to meet her. She's just a doll, and she loves to shoot. And we fished in Alaska. She was fucking killing fish. She was just dialed in and fucking killing fish, and and she loved it. We had a great time. She looks fucking cute in waders and stuff. Uh, so anyhow, yeah, this is uh, and she wants to fish for salmon on the Sound, and so we're having a lot of fun. And you'll get to meet her because it's highly likely that she'll be with me whenever we come over to meet up. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun. Um, did I send you the pictures from when we fished in Alaska? That was a fucking blast. So we went up to I'll tell the story over and over again in my lives. But the first weekend of August, we went up to see my college buddy from Anchorage, and he, been, never been to Alaska before, and you know, shit, I'm old now, so it's like not old, but I'm like starting to get old, starting to be old. Um, 40 years, been friends for 40 years, and finally went up to visit him in Alaska, and he hooked up the whole fishing thing with. Um, we stayed in Anchorage, and we drove up to Talkeetna, which is 100 miles north towards the mountain. Where then we say the mountain up there, it's like like here the mountains Rainier, but there the mountains Denali, and then his best lifelong buddy has a house on the Talkeetna, and we jumped on his jet boat, and it's like tied up behind his house in an eddy. We jumped on his like 22-foot jet boat with a 502 in it, and went 8 miles up the Talkeetna to um, the last spot that you can ATV into, and and beyond that you can only get there by jet boat. And there's this little creek, and and it was full on like because all the people that could get there by ATV also. There's like 30 people on the beach, and like wood fires going, and boom boxes playing country music, and people had like ironing board cutting, cleaning fish on ironing board cutting boards, and little kids playing with fish guts, and babies laughing, and whole families were fishing. There's probably 30 people on the beach fishing. Um, was not my Alaska isolation fantasy, but it was like a full-on family scene. And this was the best version of America I've ever seen. This was just amazing. Just like the shit is what it was. It was the shit. And people are just killing fish left and right. The salmon were running. This creek's only 15 feet wide and clear and beautiful. And then the river's like glacial gray, and you got this little thin strip running out into the into the main body of the river, and and fuck, people are just like killing fish, and everybody had a 44 strapped on. Even the wives had 44 strapped on. And my wife didn't, and I had a Glock 20 in a chest pack, um, the one which will be on the channel soon. Um, but and it was great hearing Pure Alaska say that 10 millimeter does work, because those guys were saying 44 is what you need. But I'm glad to hear that 10's enough, but I'd rather have 15 rounds of 10 with a red dot than 6 rounds in a revolver, because I can hit with the revolver, but I fucking trust my life to Glocks, baby. 10 in the hood, 10 in the woods, 9 in the hood. Anyhow, so we had about 8 people. We had about 8 people in our party. This guy Keith, who was the guy who my buddy Johnny, his best friend Keith had the jet boat, and he had friends in from Hawaii, and his sons were fishing with us. His sons are grown, and they were fishing, and it was a whole beautiful fucking family. Like, we jumped in on their group, so it was I think 8 or 10 of us in the fishing party, and there's a 3 fish limit, so we had like 30 fish on a string at the end, and and they were all good Chinooks, and went back to his house and had a bonfire, and his wife made a potluck, and they were just lovely, sweet people, and very welcoming, and it was just like, you feel like you've known these people all your lives, and you just met them, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful setup, and lovely, wonderful people, and just can't say, not only was it a good trip and the fishing was good, but the people were wonderful, and it was a really great trip, and super, super grateful for it, super blessed, and to meet these people. I just feel like, like they're welcoming like family, and man, that was a great trip. And then the next 2 days, next day we drove down to Seward. We were supposed to go rafting with my buddy, and the weather was bad. We didn't raft, but next time we'll go rafting with them. And it was just supposed to be a scenic canyon. I didn't really want to do whitewater. I did tons of whitewater in my youth, whitewater kayaking all over Colorado and California. And so, but my wife's not a good swimmer, not down for any of that. So we were just gonna do like a scenic trip through some canyon, but we didn't. But we ended up going to the Exit Glacier, and that was impressive as shit. And then Seward and the aquarium, and then the next day, my wife and I went to the Matanuska Glacier, and went to the Long Rifle Cafe, or Long Rifle Lodge in Matanuska, Alaska, and right in front of the Matanuska Glacier, which was really something to see. Um, and the Long Rifle Lodge had like grizzlies and all kinds of stuffed game in it. It was really fucking cool. and the burger was good, and it was a great day. So anyhow, I'm just pissed. Now I'm pissed because I didn't make video of it because I could have put it on the channel and never thought about it at the time. So anyhow, so yeah, so now it's a cigar, travel, boating, outdoor lifestyle channel. I think that's it. Maybe we'll, obviously it's gonna be mostly guns, but I think that'll be the ticket. Yeah, that's the ticket. Make it a outdoor lifestyle channel. No, I probably ain't want to make fucking videos about cooler reviews. Like I ain't fucking doing a review of a Yeti cooler so I could pay for the fucking cooler. Fuck that. So hey, when we meet up, love to meet your wife, and if you want to bring them or you're comfortable with it, would love to meet your wife and kid. We're down for don't just need to be just us. My wife will be with us, and she loves kids, and um, love to meet your family and everything if you want to do that, if you're comfortable with that. But we're down for meeting up with everybody and including everybody. So something to think about. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I was looking over at the phone screen to see what was going on because on the laptop well, I guess it does. No, not the way this is set up. So um, yeah, I'm just it's all new to me, so I'm trying to figure shit out. Papa, Papa's back from the store. Are you energized from your Red Bull? Are you sipping it, or that thing's long gone now? Did you get a sixer and just pound them all? So, Papa, I don't know if it's okay to ask you this, but you're like Northern Florida, right? Is it okay to ask if you're? But I'm under the impression you were in Northern Florida. I could be wrong about that. And if you don't talk about your location, I apologize for asking. And I think the reason, I think that you have a home on Kenai in Alaska. Holy shit, that's fucking awesome. How often do you go up? You're in South Georgia. Did we talk about this? Are you east? Maybe you're east by the ocean, and we were talking about it because I was thinking like Valdosta because I used to live in Tallahassee. So was that? I think it was you we were talking about. Was it you, or I'm just confusing some other conversation? You're in Eastern Georgia. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you're right above Jacksonville. I've heard nice things about Savannah, Georgia, and your daughter's in Valdosta. So I think we did have that conversation. I went to school in Tallahassee briefly in the early 85, I think. I just had way too much fucking fun and had to leave if I because I really wanted a college education, and I was having way too much fun in Tallahassee. I was going to fail right the fuck out. I was like, it was going to be quick. I was going down in flames. I was going out. I was having way too much fun in Tallahassee. All right. Well, you probably hear it all the time, Chanson, but I had a million opportunities to go to Alaska, and I didn't. And then we finally went in June. My wife said it was on her bucket list, and I said okay. And we went. My buddy hooked it up, and it was like a long weekend. And now we're fucking hooked, and I'm going back every year for the rest of my life if I can. I just absolutely fucking loved it. I got to tell you, if you get the opportunity to go, go sooner rather than later. And you know, like everybody we met was like hunted moose and was like bear hunting guides, and holy shit. Well, the spots in Tallahassee now ain't the spots that were there in 85, but being a young man in Tallahassee was a wonderful experience. I was, what, 22, 23. College is like, I'm sure you might know this, but I should, like so Tallahassee is the best kept secret in the South. I have heard that about the moose. We saw moose, and my wife was like getting ready to get out of the truck, take pictures. My brother's like, no, don't get out of the truck. There's a mama and a couple of um, her, what do you call those fucking things? Does? Fawns? Fuck. So, yeah. So I was at Florida State University, and Florida State used to be the girls' school and co-ed school, and University of Florida used to be the boys' school. So in Gainesville, it's like 2 to 1 guys. In Tallahassee, it's 4 to 1 women, and feels like it's about 15 to 1. And I had lived in Western Colorado for the previous 3 years in a very, very cold area, um, and Tallahassee was a much warmer experience in '85. Though people forget the sheer size of, big ass Alaskan moose. Well, I saw it firsthand, even if I only saw cows, but still they're fucking huge. And for those who don't know, like the moose is like the hippopotamus of Alaska, or mooses to Alaska what hippos are to Africa. Um, and I was saying that to my buddy, and he's like, "Yeah, that's why they call them swamp donkeys." But yeah, like more people die from mooses than grizzlies in Alaska. By was a moose kill about what 100 people a year, and who the fuck knows? But yeah, moose are way more dangerous than bear in Alaska. Get up and get another drink here in a second. People forget the sheer size of big ass Alaskan moose. Papa, my my brother-in-law, 5 foot. We lost him in a snowbank hole. LOL, took 30 minutes to pull his ass out. Chance and do no doe. What's the Latin chant? Oh, doe. I think you had it right. Papa, I lived in Gainesville in '97. Been a Florida Gator cheerleader fan ever since. Laugh my ass off. I went to high school in Florida, and some of the girls I went to high school with were Florida State cheerleaders, and I was still friends with one of them on Facebook, but they were just lovely girls, just nice lady, nice girls, um, and yeah. Anyhow, uh, Tallahassee smokes Gainesville on the female situation, but it don't matter to me now. I'm fucking 61 and or 62. How fucking old am I? I'm 61 and married to a wonderful woman, and you know, my college days were fun, but it's a whole different life I'm living now. Gators chill. I'll smoke with a gator any day. I want to hear Rex in Alaska. Papa, our land in Alaska borders on the Kilcher's land, the ones they had on that one Alaskan show. My brother-in-law lumber company was on that show a couple of times. Cool, very cool. So, how often do you get to go up to your land on the Kenai? And let me ask you. So, um, we went from Anchorage, we drove around the Turnagain Arm and then went down into Seward, and we were following the Kenai River. And my buddy's got a raft company on the Kenai. And so my question is, you got the Kenai River, eventually it's going to what, flow into the Kenai Peninsula, and where is that relationship to Seward? If you don't mind, taking a sec to type it out and tell me how all that works. Because I'm curious, like I figure what the Kenai River from somewhere around Seward heads out into the Kenai Peninsula, or that is the Kenai Peninsula. I'm going to go inside and get a drink while y'all are typing amongst yourselves for a sec, or typing that out to me so I don't know if you can hear me as I walk away. Not touching any guns. I'm gonna give y'all a foot reveal. Not touching any guns. As I said, I'm in my footy hoodie PJs. Not touching any guns in my tactical camo footy hoodie PJs. Could you see that? So I always hear people voices getting dry and scratchy, and Ken Rod's always drinking his mellow yellows. And I didn't know you fucking talk for 2-3 hours and fucking get parched. Nine likes on the first live ever is unheard of. That's good. That's great. Wow, I would never, didn't even know. But it's all because you bros, all my gun bros showed up. Fucking honored me. Keyboard is back. Hang on, typing more. Well, yeah, so the only reason there's 9 likes is because because you, Jansen, and Kenrod, and all the gun bros showed up, and so that's why there's 9 likes of it. And how many people were in here? What was the number? We were pardon me. Oh dear, I gotta watch that. 8. Mine says 8 likes, and there's 3 here now. Me, you, and Papa. I guess is because I'm here on my computer. Am I supposed to show up, or is there somebody lurking? I don't fucking know. Oh shit! Now that I don't have to fucking type, I could wear gloves as it gets cold out in the coming cooler months. Which is funny because it don't get cold here compared to there. It will give you all the live information after live is over. It's pretty cool. Tells you how many chats and total views, etc. Right on. We had a few people in here earlier. J-Dog was here. What a fucking honor. J-Dog showed up. And it's funny because I could open another screen because I'm on my laptop. But I could open, oh shit, I have to log in. But if I logged in, oh fuck, I don't know, but I was just thinking I could be looking at other people's lives while I'm on my live. because I could do that on the laptop while I'm sitting here. You got Seward. The Kenai is in middle, and Homer, Alaska would be on extreme left. Our land is closer to Homer. Very cool. Gotcha, gotcha. We went to the aquarium in Seward while we were there, and that was pretty cool. Learned a few things while we were there. Crochet 8-6 black uppers would be cool. Um, that's all right, dude. I turned the spell check off my phone, but now I typo in every fucking sentence, and it's a bunch of fucking bullshit. So I don't have anything against spell check. I think, man, my typos have been so bad for so long that I feel bad for um, all the other live hosts that have to figure out what the fuck I'm trying to write. It's ridiculous. So at least now I'm not going to type as much because I'll be hosting more. So anyhow, let's see. So 8-6 blackout, but that's just uppers, buying barrels and shit. That's not to me. That's not a big deal. But I was like in terms of whole guns, like I was like Black Friday sales are like whole guns, and wonder what the I don't really need any more scopes because I overbought scopes last month. I bought I think 7 scopes, some stupid fucking thing. I had 2 and I bought 5. Seems like I got some really fucking cool scopes. And I don't even know what I'm putting them on. I bought a Burris XTR 8-40, and I haven't even looked through it, but Burris has, even though it's Philippine glass, they got really beautiful glass. Looks great. Even on their inexpensive models, they have great glass. Like I have $150 4.5 to 14 on my 6.5 Creed Woods gun, how a super light, and that glass is really good, and it's a nice little scope. Um, and I don't even know what I'm gonna put that 8-40 on, but I'd like to put it on something nice, which is why I'm thinking maybe one more nice Shilling barrel PRS build. Um, so it's family home, brother-in-law still registered as living there. He gets that check for being an Alaska resident. My wife and I go when we can, but with these foster kids, we can't leave the state of Georgia. Well, that's. I mean, you certainly can't take them with you, and when you got to be there for them. Fostering kids is a pretty fucking uh, amazing thing to do. So hats off to you because um, that takes a lot, and I am in awe of that. Uh, but I have some beautiful pictures from last time we went. I bet you do. I bet you do. We were there in the first weekend of August this year, and we had good clear weather. Got pictures of Denali, and it was like T-shirts. I remember we were driving back from fishing on the Talkeetna, and it was like after dark. So it got dark at like 10:30, 11, and just driving in the pickup just in shirt sleeves. My wife was like bundled up in the back seat, and I smoked the cigars, windows down, and I was just in a t-shirt, and it was damn pleasant doing 60 or 70 with the windows down. And it was just t-shirt weather. My oldest daughter's mother moved up there 5 years ago as a travel nurse, left her husband, turned gay, and married a legit Eskimo. That's my ass off. Yeah, well, fuck yeah. Xavier made it in. Dude, Xavier is here. Dude, you're like me. You've been everywhere today. We've been in all the lives. So welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I got nothing against the gays. I couldn't care less. I don't care what people do. I just don't. And most people don't tell me because I don't fucking care. Or if they, like, ain't nothing to me. So I figure, I don't care what people's sexuality is. And for the most part, I figure it ain't important for me to know at all. And if somebody wants me to know, they'll tell me, but I don't fucking care. I'm married, you know. Like I ain't looking for nobody, and um, you know, I don't care what people do, and I ain't doing nothing with nobody but my wife. So it don't matter to me what fucking people, what other people are up to. They send me pictures of the Northern Lights all the times, captioned, "You wish you were here." LOL. Well, that's fucking cool shit. The Northern Lights last summer were reaching all the way down with shit like way down. But um, so I live across the street from a lake, but there's trees between me and the lake. I can't fucking see it. Um, and on Facebook, there's pictures of the Northern Lights on the lake, and I was up walking around on the neighborhood. I didn't see any fucking lights. Pop up, Xavier, what's up? I just don't. Oh, fuck it. I gotta put my glass on. I just don't do buy people. I just don't do buy people and think they need pick team and quit being greedy. LOL. Just kidding. Well, parts is parts. What's up, Papa? Chanson. I remember that they were very bright here. Yeah, I didn't. Well, I didn't fucking see him. Well, shit. So I think it was like in May, not last May, but a year ago May, they were forecasting you could see lights, and we fucking got in the caddy. I got this Escalade with fucking not with like a Goodyear Wranglers on it, and we bombed up to Sunlight Lookout, and it's just switchbacks and shit, and driving up the mountain, and driving up Mount Rainier to Lookout, to Sunlight Lookout. And we get up there, and my wife's like, "That's fucking snow." And I'm like, "Nah, it's just the lights. You can't see." And we've had to fucking stop because the road still had snow on it, and people were fucking parked everywhere, and had to do like a 96-point turn to get turned around and get the fuck out of there. But we weren't walking up across. So we get there. It's fucking May. It's beautiful down here. I'm wearing flip flops and shorts and get out and on a fucking snowfield. And yeah, it didn't work out. Didn't see the lights. And the fucking what the fuck's I gonna say? Um, oh yeah, so this Escalade's got the 6 liter motor, and it's kind of fucking badass, and it's kind of a jalopy, and it's like stuck in all-wheel drive, so it's all-wheel drive all the time, and the thing just it's fucking badass, and we bomb on fucking logging roads with that shit. I ain't worried about the paint, and we've got some fucking logging roads here that are just like potholes, that just like worst fucking fire roads I've ever seen, and we just fucking bomb them. It's just great. Tapping cigars out the sunroof. It's hysterical. Xavier Chanson, my man, Chanson, smiling. Smiling, sort of smiling. All over the paints, Bruce. Keep it up. All over the paints. Oh yeah. So let's see. The shoddy is that's a Rock Island. Hold on. Let's get some light. There you go. So the shoddy is a Rock Island import, and that's made by Daria, which is the Turkish shotgun company. They've been doing it a long fucking time, and so that just came as a camo. That's just the plastic, and that's an upside down AK is what that is. It's an AK shotgun. and it's one of the first, and it's a really good Turkish shotgun. Before all the fucking Turkish companies went crazy and um, started uh, infiltrating and flooding the market with shotties. And then when I got that, I had a Ruger 5.56 ordered, and I went in to do the to Sportsman's to do the paperwork. And I'm like, "What's that?" And they fucking passed it to me, and you do and they passed it to me, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm taking this thing," and I just fucking got a refund on the AR 5.56, which I don't regret, but that was long before the ban, and I should have just fucking got that too, because you know, it would have been another lower that I could have. And then the AR is rattle can. I did that one last spring maybe. I was going crazy on the rattle cans, and I got a bunch of rattle can ones. And I looked over the rattle cans thinking, which ones of these do I want to dip? And I'm just gonna. I think most of those I'm just gonna keep them the way they are because they're all fine. They all look some version of mud. And then the one on the left, the Ruger American, that is hydro dipped. Then I put the dots on with a paintbrush. There's a couple of spots I rattle canned it. I just wanted the color to be different or a little more. I think it came out really beige, really FDE, and I'm way more into the green than the FDE, so I kept it, so I just put a little more green in with the rattle can, a little more ODG. You can have a 5.56. What you can't do is you can't buy lowers, or there's restrictions on assault rifles and ARs in the state of Washington. So you can buy a Mini 14 or a Browning BAR, which is basically a semi-automatic hunting rifle. But you can't get a semi-automatic rifle. You can't buy it. Let's see. You can't get a center fire semi-automatic rifle with a, so you start with center fire semi-automatic rifle, and then from there, there's a list of offending features. And that would be a pistol grip, a barrel shroud, a flash hider, or a muzzle device, or a collapsible or folding stock, which basically cuts an AR out of it unless it's got a very plain Jane kind of stock and like that. So you can't. And then if you alter it from that, then you've got a problem with the law. But you probably won't even get to that because it's very hard to get them, almost impossible. However, Bear Creek has a bolt-action rifle built based on a mil-spec upper, and so I've gotten some of their bolt-action rifles with all the because it's a bolt-action that it can have all the AR features. So it's not a semi-automatic centerfire rifle, if that explains it. So yeah, so but any any AR lowers that you had before the ban, you can have. So I wish I had, at the time I had like three, and I was kind of much earlier in my gun journey. So I thought, well, shit, why how could I need more than three? And now I could have like 10, and it wouldn't be enough. Um, I thought Alaska you could breathe, Xavier. I thought Alaska you could breathe America, and in Alaska you can feel it in your fucking every fiber of your being. It is it, man. It is it. It's all of it. But the American West is that way too. And I say the West, I don't mean the Northwest. I mean everything east of the Cascades to the west slope of the Rocky Mountains. And I lived in the 1980s. I lived in Gunnison, Colorado, which is 60 miles from the continental divide and the coldest fucking place in the country. At like 30 below in town every night, 60 below at the lake. And that's the West. That was a ranch town. It was the first place I see ranch trucks with piled high with hay bales, and on top of the cab they'd have cattle dogs, Australian cattle dogs, by the way. They'd be like leaning into the turns and shit, and I was like, man, that is the best fucking dog I ever seen. And in the '90s I got myself two of them, and they were the best fucking dogs. I got a pair of brothers, and they were just fucking badass. They were just the best fucking dogs. Oh yeah, I'm in Washington. I'm in Washington. See, I thought you were in Alaska because I heard the Northern Lights. My bad, and I can someone gift you a lower. A family member can gift you a lower, as just happened with Chance, and Chance was gifted a lower by his brother. Um, so so but other than an immediate family member, you can only gift through an FFL, and you can't transfer through an FFL. So no, can't gift them. You can buy them in other states, but you can't bring them into the state. So there's that. But I've got 10 uppers for 3 lowers, and it's holding me just fine. Um, but you can only shoot like 2 at a time, right? So yeah, I'm all right. I just have a lot of fucking uppers, and you know that I swap in and out of 3 lowers. So like you'll see that you'll see that same lower on 10 more rifles. As like every night I'll have a different AR out, and it'll be and one of the lowers is my one of the ARs is my wife's, and all her shit's purple, and those are the most fucking expensive guns in the house because those purple handguards and shit are fucking money. So I won't probably like I'll probably do a purple theme and put all her shit out one night. Um, but even her Glocks are purpled up, and um, so if she shoots more, I'm happy. So I'll purple up her shit all she wants. Um, but I won't be putting her purple shit out under my camo ARs. So you'll see that lower on a lot of builds in the next few months, years, however long. Um, because I got 300 black in a couple of sizes and a bunch of 16-inch ARs, and I use that gun for and that's like a go to war rifle for sure, for me anyway. But I use that in 2 gun. It's badass. I have a couple of 16 inches that I use for 2 gun. I've got I think a 11, maybe an 11, maybe it's a 12, with a dead air can, and well, it's a 30 cal dead air Sandman, which is great for 300 black, but I like running it on my 11 or 12-inch AR. Papa, my wife's 43X is Hello Kitty. Fuck yeah. If she carries it, and if she uses it, if she trains with it, then who the fuck cares what it is? It's her gun. So I would have sent you a lower if I could. Damn laws. Um, well, thank you, Xavier. I appreciate that. Even if it's stripped, well, maybe if it's stripped, I'll call the governor and ask him, like the Pope, and see if I get some special dispensation. Well, if we were, let's see, if we were family somehow, cousins, brothers, brother-in-law, if we were married to someone in common, if you married one of our daughters, uh, we got a single daughter, who's 30 and smoking hot. staying enlightened. But it's my wife's daughter, and I don't think. I think asking her to marry you so we could have you in the family to, so we could um, gift some guns. I think that's a very valid reason. Um, but I don't know if she's entirely agreeable to like. She's not agreeable. That's you need an agreeable woman, and who knows, you might be married already. Well, you are my brother from another mother. Xavier, currently my wife carries the NNA 22 mag. What is that? I don't know what the NNA 22 mag is. That North something Arms 22 mag? I think 22 mag's totally legit carry. I have like a Ruger LCP2 and 22. And I carry as a pocket pistol sometimes. Not too much though. There's a lot of people that talk shit about 22 and it's not enough to carry, yet not a single one of them are going to stand in fucking front of it if you're shooting it. Oh, she carries. She's a Papa. Oh, she carries. She's a teacher in a pilot program in Georgia for the school system. So yeah, she trains and is certified. That's a beautiful thing. I can't even overstate what an amazing thing that is. So when you say it's a pilot program, is it a pilot program for something educational, or it's a pilot program for teachers that carry? Okay, hold on. Let me scroll up here. Xavier, I'm married, can't go. Got me a Cajun woman. I had a Cajun bass boat, a raging Cajun bass boat. I think it's a viable reason for guns. Let's see. Oh, we'll work on this. I think the family connection is worth working on. We'll figure it out. North American Arms. Oh, you wrote NNA, so that was confusing. I was thinking that's kind of what it was, but I was thrown off. I'll make a short about it one day. Papa's Pews, I got me a Southern woman, but like J-Lo, and a punch like Tyson, and cooks like Martha Stewart. LOL, fuck yeah. Sounds like a good woman. Armed teachers, Papa's Pew Pew. Fuck yes, that's what we need. A big fucking sign in front of the school saying, all our teachers are armed. And then some. Tyson, see, I thought you said Tylenol. Fuck, punch like Tyson. Damn. My bad. Very bad. Zaria, did you see where I had to resub to you yesterday? It took my sub away. That's interesting. Y'all watch The Armed Scholar. Um, I think it's Anthony Miranda, The Armed Scholar. Um, Armed Scholar? That might be the name of the channel. But yeah, he's just talking about gun rights on YouTube all the time. And he always says, "Oh, check your subscription because YouTube takes your subs away and blah blah blah." And I always thought that was a bunch of bullshit. But yeah, they fucking do. Yeah, because YouTube is dumb. Duh. Yeah, no, it's fucking ridiculous. And I thought that was all a bunch of bullshit. And everybody said, that guy says it on his channel like every third day, and I never fucking believed it. You know what? I've been It took fucking a few weeks to get to 50 subs, and it was a lot of work. But fucking every day I'd come in, and they'd take 6 or 8, or they'd take 10% of my subs away. And shit, even after I got to 50, it took me down. It took me down to 48, and then we got to 53. It took me down to 48. Shit, I only have 60 by shit. By tomorrow, I'll probably, God forbid, I'll have like 40, and I won't be able to go live for another fucking however long. Oh, wait, hold it. I got 65 subscribers. We got 5 subscribers tonight. That's pretty good. Shit, one more subscriber, and we'll get 10%. We ain't leaving till we're heaving. But that's fucking great. I got 5 subscribers today. Now, I don't know if it was during the live or everybody's used to me pimping my channel for subs, so people are. Jansen was pushing for it tonight, maybe Kenny tonight. I wasn't even pimping for him. Papa, well, Bruce, my daughter's school, she teaches at in Valdosta, killed a would-be shooter 3 days ago. They're trying their damn best to keep that out of the news because the positive message it sends. Fuck yeah, exactly. But thank God that I'm sorry that they had to kill someone, and sorry to the person who had to kill them, but thank God they did and kept the kids safe. But that's what's fucked this whole thing up is everybody thought in the 90s that gun-free zones made sense, and shit gets like it's like clickbait, right? Like, oh, gun-free, you make the schools gun-free. It sounds really good, but what it did was make the schools targets for people that wanted to go fucking kill a bunch of people, children, fucking kill. Oh my God, fuck, I can't even believe this shit. This is the fucking world we live in, man. It's fucking disgusting. I can't even fucking talk about it, even though, I mean, it needs to be talked about because of the prevalence of it. But oh my fucking. Sorry, I'm smoking, but holy fucking shit. Um, let's see. Well, Bruce, my daughter, school she teaches at in Valdosta, killed a woman. Well, Bruce, my daughter's school she teaches at in Valdosta, would-be shooter. Well, my daughter, school she teaches at in Valdosta, killed a would-be shooter 3 days ago. So is somebody, your daughter? I think you'd be saying it different if your daughter had been the person that took care of business, right? And somebody at the school shot the would-be killer, not your daughter. And you don't have to say, but I'm thinking that's not what you're saying. But anyhow, yeah, it's fucking disgusting. It's like dear God, I can't. Who the motherfucking hell? So anyhow, I can't even wrap my mind around it. Like how fucked up you have to be to think that that's in any way a win. You can't be in that much pain. So um, you know, my mother-in-law, who's not my former mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law, said, and I'll give her credit for it, said, you know, she, fuck, it doesn't even matter what she said, but, my understanding is that, if somebody, even that, you know, kills children, um, takes Jesus into their heart and is forgiven, that they are forgiven of their sins. And, you know, I ain't here to argue any kind of religion. I should probably stay the fuck off it on my channel. But, um, you know, I hope that ain't true because, you know, there's some things that ain't forgivable. And that, to me, I don't make the rules here, but I sure hope if there's a hell, I sure as fuck hope they're in it, or, you know, or whatever. But yeah, there's some things that, in however you want to put it, you know, like a stain on your soul for all time. I don't fucking know. Well, fucking, I'm glad they fucking killed would-be shooter. Fuck yeah. So it is 3:57 a.m. West Coast time. Well, thank you, Papa. So Papa says, Christ says, whatever you do to the innocent, you do to me, so I know I feel no forgiveness. Well, thank you for that because it makes me feel a little better. So I was saying, Papa, it's like what, seven? It's about 7 year time. What time you want to go on? Because as much fun as I'm having, and as much as I appreciate being here and with y'all, um, I don't, you know, if you're ready, I'll jump out and let you go on. I appreciate you guys being with me and staying up so late. Xavier, see, I got 1.4K on jalapenos and 2 subs and night vision. Nobody. It's kind of weird. And facts, Papa. See, I got 1.4K on jalapenos. What does that mean? And 2 subs and night vision. Nobody. And night vision. 7 a.m. I'll be on in a bit. Gonna watch some movies with grandkids first. I think most of our crew in bed at the moment. Yeah, plus we already, they all stayed up late with me, which is kind of nice of them. What's the jalapenos? You got 1.4 thousand on views and 2 subs and night vision. Nobody, it's kind of weird. And facts, Papa. Got the facts, Papa part. Zabri, you got two. Oh, you got 2 subs tonight. That's cool. I got 5 subs tonight, and I don't. No, I don't think they were from the live though. I think they were from Chanson pimping me. You got 2 views in your shorts. Oh, you got shorts about jalapenos. That's better than having jalapenos in your shorts. Well, I'm gonna have to go check it out. What is the connection to jalapenos? Like, what about jalapenos did you do a short on? Bro, I've enjoyed your live. I wasn't ready to do a live, so I'm good. LOL. I could just sit here for a while. It's only 4, and so I usually sleep about 6 hours a night, and I laid down with my wife at about 10, slept 2 hours, so I'm fucking good for a while. But I'm also, my voice is getting raspy. My cigar's about gone. I ain't gonna light another one, and Papa pimped me out, and Paul did too. Right on. I hope you're feeling well used. How many subs have you got total, Xavier? I mainly go live with nobody on. I get bored and go live, Papa. Right on, Papa. Well, I thought you just had the morning slot. I know that's not the right way to say it, but you know, like we did, like it's J Dog into the wee hours, and then Papa kicks in. I made a short about the jalapenos and dirt, nothing fancy, but jalapenos and dirt, like just jalapenos in general. What is the connection here to jalapenos? Like the red ones and the green ones, or you got 20 total subs? Okay, so I can tell you, you didn't ask, but I can tell you what worked for me is if you're a mod on a channel, when I'm a mod on a channel, um, so like I would just go and sub to everybody that looked like they had a channel, like they had something other than a letter next to their name. So I used to just have a B next to my name, and Kablamo, Ammo, Official Ammo Alchemist said, "Oh, I didn't know you had a channel because you didn't have a avatar." So I got an avatar, and then it looked like I had a channel. But so on all the channels that I'm a moderator on, which isn't that many, I would just go when I was in the lives and click on everybody who looked like they had a channel and sub and put a watch a short and put a comment on the short that had the least number of like one of the recent shorts to just say I sub me back please. Now I didn't have to do it in the live chat, and I'm at 1.47 thousand subs down from 2K. Holy shit, Papa! So that's all that's what and I think it started on Papa's channel that I started doing that, and then I started rolling up to like 7 a day, and it was over 20 really quick, and it was over 50 pretty quick. So it was like 3 weeks. Like the first week was fucking dragging, like from you know I think at 7 and up to like 14. It was just fucking slow as fucking. Kenny was pimping me hard, and and it got to like 16, and then it was like low 20s, and then boom, that was like 30s, 40s, 50s, just by what I just said about going on people's channel as a mod, going on because you can, if you're a mod on live, you can go to the channel. So I'd bump out, go to the channel, sub and send the note, sub me back, and I sub me back, and that's what rolled it up really quick. J Doc had his odd ass hours. None else to the jalapenos thing. They're my sin short, I think. All right. J Dog has odd ass hours. None else to the jalapenos thing. Nothing else to the jalapeno thing. They're my second short, I think. Okay. All right. But that's why I complain about it. I'm a mod on Paul's channel. Well, right on. I only saw Paul's live once. It was the other day, and he was on the deck with the dogs, and I think it was a long ass live. But yeah, just fucking sub to just do that sub to everyone on Paul's channel and send him a note that says I sub me back. But the people that only have 3 or 4 subs that don't have a channel and they don't have any any anything posted, you ain't gonna get anywhere with those because they're not really there. They don't have a channel. And it's on the back. Yeah, well, I figured it's on the back deck. We're on the back deck right now at my house. That's the back deck. Pretty soon I won't be able to be on the back deck because it'll be raining because I'm in Western Washington and it'll be raining for 6 fucking months. But yeah, and then we'll be in the fucking garage. Well, I understand that. So let's see. Papa's Pew Pews. Xavier, I'm making you a mod, and Bruce, I have a ton I'm removing today because they're never there or I don't know how they got there. fair. Um, Xavier Fox Papa, um, little smiley face, so we'll call that a thank you. So Papa, yours yours is a morning channel for to me, and I'm not a morning person, so um, you can take me out. It's all right. I don't think I make a significant impact on yours. Let's see. I come on about 8, which is 11 your time. I don't know. For some reason I've been catching yours, but maybe it's because I'm staying up late. I don't know. But let's see what we can do here. Xavier, I just added you as a mod too. Not that I have any. Well, I mean, I have like this is a good mod. This was for our first live. Apparently, Chanson said that 9 is great, but like unheard of even. Well, I have no idea, but I just made you mod, and if there's ever anybody in here who's not a gun tuber one day, um, then you're more than welcome to hit them up. Papa, yeah, my stepdad used to tell me how it rained in Washington all the time. He was stationed there for 15 years with the Air Force. So let's see, there's a few bases here, but I assume that was McCord. It's pretty close to around. I'm sort of kind of around Tacoma, closer to Tacoma side of Pierce County. See, the guy I got 300 black and 43X from is in Okanagan, Oregon. Oregon. Bruce, stay dangerous. Hey, stay dangerous. What's up, brother? Welcome in. Nice collection. Thank you, sir. Here, we'll get the light back on it if we can. Boom. Thank you. It's a theme tonight. That is a camo theme. That's just what I was in the mood for. And a little stainless, just because. So it is a collection of camo. It's a camo, just what I grabbed to throw on there today. I appreciate the mod thing. I don't just make 2A, I make gardening and random stuff. Well, hey, I love that you made a jalapeno thing. I am a fan of the spice. I like my peppers. You talked about Spokane a lot. I'm assuming they're near there mainly. Right on. Yeah, I don't know what base is in Spokane, but I would assume that's probably right. Xavier, yes. Stay dangerous at work, chilling. Right on. I'm glad you could chill at work. Oregon. Xavier, Oregon. Yeah, Oregon. Oregon. Yeah, I could see how that would. Um, Papa's previews, dangerous, bro. Papa's previews, Xavier. Faces. Xavier, or however you spell it. What's up, dangerous? Xavier, what's up, dangerous? How you been? Let me say, please double tap that screen, like and subscribe, turn on your notifications. Dangerous, thank you for coming in. Okay, bro, got to do the grandpa thing a bit. I'll see y'all in a bit. Well, my wife's got grandbaby fever. She's just maybe be there in a couple of years. I take kids like cats on a case-by-case basis, but all my friends that have grandbabies say they are smitten, so we'll see. But yeah, you go do what you got to do, man, and thank you for coming in. And if you want to go live, you just go live. If you send me a note, I'll bump out of here. It wouldn't take me much to jump out. We've been on a few hours now. Xavier, I've been good, bro. Just working and taking care of the family. Right on. Facts, Dan. Just keep it up 100%. Love it. You know, I was on FV Ordinance's live today, and he was talking about his kids, mostly his grown kids, I think. But you know, I think that's legit, and I'd say, you know, I'm down for, you know, we're men and we have families and lives, and it's all. It don't need to just be about guns on my channel because I'm wide open. We finna make you more grandbabies, Bruce. Yeah, well, if he was if we through the family connection, if we were related through the grandbabies, then we could pass guns. We could gift guns. What area are you in, Xavier? I'm from Missouri, right on. I've never been to Missouri. I'm in the East Tennessee, so you're close to Papa then. Sort of, I guess. Well, Tennessee would be northern Georgia. Tennessee is a border with northern Georgia. Sevierville, to be exact. I have no idea, man. Had a very special day on the Ocoee River, and when I say special, I mean unbelievably painful. Um, and learning about the Ocoee River in ways that people should never learn about the Ocoee River. But that's the only thing I remember from Tennessee. Um, and I used to live in Illinois. My wife's people are from Southern Illinois, or in Southern Illinois, but they're from Kentucky, I think. Uh, I'm closer to Ken. Right on. Right on. Yeah, well, we're on the other side of the country. So, um, yeah, I don't know if there is like a group chat somewhere for all the gun tubers to be talking off the channel, but it seems like this network or this group, this cadre of up and coming gun tubers that are cranking it up on YouTube right now need to have a channel of our own or a Discord of our own to chat in. I think, yeah, well, it's, my wife's, her, her Kentucky side, um, are part Scotch Irish and part Native American, and so they moved around a lot. She's got stories of, they'd live outdoors in the summers and they'd rent a place in the winters and moonshine, and they'd had to move around and stuff, so they ended up getting moved or pushed up to Illinois. What's the last name, Johnson? Um, shit. Eggerts, maybe. I don't know. I have a group chat on IG. I'm not on IG. Or I might be on IG, but I haven't been there in years. I'm going to fucking delete that thing. With all the bros. That's my family's last name. Yeah, don't put that shit out here, bro. Let me get rid of that. Oh, it says I can get rid of that comment. Um, hey, would you delete that comment where your name is, please? All right. Yeah, let's not do last names on here. Can you still hear me okay? You know, don't put it on here right now, but we'll figure out a channel. If there might already be a channel, but let's get a channel together for all the creators and mods and everybody, all the gun bros. Right on. Yeah, I just don't want to be on IG is all. Maybe Discord or something. Man, Zabia, that is my grandfather was a coal miner till the mines collapsed. That is an American story right there, my brother. Maybe not even American. That goes back a long time. You guys can have my number. Just ask. Yep, I got you. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Talk to Chance, and maybe there's already something in existence. That last name is full of coal miners and and sailors. Right on. Well, hey, my battery's running low, and it's probably time to. My voice is shot, and been on here a long ass fucking time. So I want to thank you guys very much for coming in. This has been a very great evening for me and a lot of fun. And I appreciate y'all listening to me and chatting with me and participating here on our channel. I think we're going to develop this channel, but I don't know what it's going to be yet. But I think we're going to rename it at some point. Um, I had a really great name and I forgot. So maybe it'll come back. But it's going to be some kind of cigars and guns and outdoor lifestyle stuff. Um, have a great night, Bruce. Glad I could catch it. Thank you so much, Xavier. You are a mod on the channel now. So, um, you know, when this thing starts, you know, obviously it ain't very big now, but feel free to hit. And if we have anybody on here that's not already a gun tuber, that you don't already know, feel free to, that you ain't sub with. We get you up to, you know, I just got from, I think it was 3 weeks it took to get over 50. It just takes a little bit of clicking to get there. So, um, thank you for the love from Tennessee. And let's get you up over 50. And let me know if you need a state agent. Let me know if you need a logo. Well, right now, my logos are pretty easy to get, but we'll figure that out. And thank you for offering. I haven't, like, I don't know, but one day we'll need something, I'm sure. So thank you. And I'm going to jump out and thank you for being here. Let's wrap it up. So thank you guys. Thank you a whole F ton for contributing to my first live and making it successful, because this was really great. I'll probably, you know, being Sunday and should have, you know, whenever I wake up, we ain't gonna do nothing till 2 or 3, so I might come out and do another one. So thank you guys very much. Let me see if I hit this X on the top. Is that what shuts it off? We'll find out. Or you want to stop streaming? Okay.